was my face, the folly followed by Hollywood. The hearts of the harlot hardened by the law and their disgrace. Longing to find compromise and replace the golly. They got more road to Sodom and me and my people riding beside them. I whisper asylum goodbye, but won't deny them asylum. Praying for guidance as we march in the desert. No weapon drawn against us could prosper. Even the pistol with the clicking and popping. If it hits me from a distance, cling to the promised land. Beneath my feet, I don't mind slipping inside it, knowing I will arise with the gift of a body. Everlasting vision of the king in the sky when I'm flying. Absolute conscious dividing the saints and the scholars. The fate of the faint-hearted despising the wake of the ship that we riding. All overboard and we sinking. I cling to the raft named Jesus. It's right as we walk through this land. All we can feel is sand, so we can feel. Lord, will you take our hand? On you we stand. When the water pours out, we go. All of your people. We need a hero. We need a hero. We need a hero. Are you the rock we stand? American Hebrew.
For the victory lap though. Whoa, whoa. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I should overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands and stormy shore seasons in the year, yeah. Ain't no channel for champions and chain no fear. Yup, the champ is here, switch gears. We keeping haters in the rear. At the blood, sweat and tears and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. 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 I know it's lonely at the top, but that's not by speculation. But the position that I got, I climb too high to fall, work too hard to drop. Stop clocks on the speed bag. Every out under pressure, no jet lag. This is greater than trophies and saluted flags. Titles and fame, the cost is paid. Yay, I carried the cross I made. Dealt with the dealer, baby, the hand was played. New level, next stage. Learn to lead as a legend. Now tell me what's my next stage, yeah. I said the champ is here, switch gears. We keeping haters in the rear. At the blood, sweat and tears and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. 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 And today, we break through.
I think I'm playing chess, I see a king, I'm at his neck. I'm 3 steps ahead of every move, now that's a check. Yes, they wanna know my secret, it's because I never slept. All my nightmares of me at 40, life's a wreck. See my dad, he in debt, and my mom, she upset. That's way back when 408 on Seminole was the address. I saw things I shouldn't have, though I love the fam to death. Way back then it was a mess, we was living check to check. Now my shirts are getting pressed, your girl see me, she impressed. impressed. And my fans are quite obsessed. I owe them everything, I'm blessed. Made a living making art and aiming closely at they neck. If you think I'm not a threat, I'm like, incorrect. Yeah, she call out, put her on block list. I call that options. They can support it, get dropped quick. They be my stock pick. I get some back in the cockpit. Turn the whole crowd to a mosh pit. I make it hit like a drop kick, cause I got the key like a locksmith. Think I'm playing chess, I see a king, I'm at his neck. I'm 3 steps ahead of every move, now that's a check. Yes, they wanna know my secret, it's because I never slept. All my nightmares of me at 40, life's a wreck. Enough to hop in the ghost and I be a ghost. What I do is a hobby for most, a comedy roast. So I'm on my own, I gotta be known, I gotta be toast. I'm an anomaly, no. You would never put the motherfucking work into the dreaming. It's obvious, not about everything and everybody. It shows my revenue growth is out of control. I'm ready to blow, I'm ready for war, I'm ready for smoke. You ready to go? I really think I'm playing chess. I see a king, I'm at his neck. I'm 3 steps ahead of every move, now that's a check. Yes, they wanna know my secret, it's because I never slept. All my nightmares of me at 40, life's a wreck.
Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends I won't be ya. Oh God, I've been running now. Up early when the sun is out. Not setting out my own soul, but those real ones, they coming out. Oh look who's reaching out. Old friends wanna feature now. They don't work, so they need it free. Ooh, you reaching out from the west side of that old town, but there's no show. Still I go down to the open mic, show love to the real ones they know now. Some of y'all don't know now. In a couple months you gon' find out. Been blowing up from the underground and they stepping on and land mine now. And they know it's my time now. Coming up, I'm on a climb now. Everybody claim they been ballin', but it's looking like they took a time out. Okay, I'm working on a Wednesday, then up again the next day. So-and-so is poppin', man, I skip him like he leg day. Kick it like I'm Pele, I never care what they say. Put myself on Spotify, so every day my payday. That's right, I'm coming back like OJ, like a running back in his old days. Still rocking those OJs. My paychecks get a little bigger, but that don't change me or make me richer. Money come and the money go, but my God's here and he's staying with you. Blowing up off the internet. All these haters need to introspect, cause they been hating while the rest love him. And I start to go and doubt their intellect, cause I've been a threat since day one. No money or bank funds, since y'all been saying you can do it better, but none of y'all ever made one. That realness, don't feel this, but I've been sick, that illness. I've been fresh like Will Smith since 94, man, I built this. Stressed out, X'd out, missed calls from my ex now, but I'm staying focused in the lab, baby. I don't need your calls or your text now. God say the boy blessed now. Who am I to say Rondo? And the way that I sell ticks, they been calling me Rondo. 23 in my prime though, finna ball like Lonzo. Go and tell everybody talking stage better be in that convo.
Jesus, my God, my King, forever, my God, my Lord, I'm yours forever. Jesus, my God, my King, forever, my God, my Lord, I'm yours forever. You're more close to me than air I breathe, God, I wanna see your face. Nothing's stolen, cause you're holding me, I'm wrapped in your embrace. All things are gone and they gone, though. I died to the past and the wrong, though. You the love that I'm standing upon, though. You my security, yeah. You so good, save me when I never could. On my own, I was never good, yeah, I never had a clue, though. Now you love making me new. Just teach me, I'll go back to school. As long as I run into you, going up is the way that we move. Jesus, my God, my King, forever, my God, my Lord, I'm yours forever. Jesus, my God, my King, forever, my God, my Lord, I'm yours forever.
at the cross on my neck, look. Crescent these demons like Westbrook. Why would I run for a check, huh? I'm just gonna kick out the best next. This ain't my pen and no checkbook. I'm just gonna stick to the textbook. Save my life and now I see something new. Don't let me run from you. You gave me everything. I know your love is true. Yeah, you're my resting place. I cannot leave your warm embrace. Heal my broken faith. You show me that there's a way. Jesus, my God, my King, forever. My God, my Lord, I'm yours forever. Jesus, my God, my King, forever. My God, my Lord, I'm yours forever. Jesus, my God, my King, forever. My God, my Lord, I'm yours forever. Jesus, my God, my King, forever. My God, my Lord, I'm yours forever.
I swear I like your style. Put you in Chanel cause it's just perfect for your smile. Girl, I swear for you I run the world, I'd run the miles. The way you look at me, I think I'm going insane. It's crazy how we started out to what the love became. You need me, say my name. Don't ever hesitate. It's 2 a.m. outside. When I'm with you I feel way too high. You know you got me going crazy, baby. I just need to know that you will stay, please, yeah. With you I feel too high. Oh, I feel too high. Yeah, it's girl, when I'm with you I feel high. Hey, yeah, it's girl, when I'm with you I feel way too high. Yeah, you got me.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another great day of action for eFIBA season number 3. I'll be your host. My name is India. We've got my man Vince who likes to copy my style, bro. What's going on?
Oh, now you're saying I'm copying your
I'm just
style.
saying.
All
I'm
right,
just saying.
I got 2 seasons of evidence. I was gonna give you a compliment that you look fresher than a fresh cup of mango lassi on a hot summer day, but now you're gonna get on me. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm just saying. Look, you lucky I didn't open the show and say, welcome to my gamers and ballers. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we've got a lot of things to cover here today, so let's kind of talk about it, right? Welcome again. If you're just watching, this is eFIBA season number 3. It's a great tournament that we have. Here's how it pretty much goes, right? Let's go and show the regions and how we kind of break things down, because we've got 7 regions that participate in this tournament, and it's got broken down that way because of remote gameplay, right? We want to make sure the pings are right, we want to make sure the connections are correct, and make sure it's a friendly, integrity held type of tournament. So we've got 7 regions. There are 62 countries that are competing throughout the world, man. It's a fantastic tournament, but you know, we want to break it down because here's how it works. 62 countries, and you have to make it out of your own region if you want a chance to go on and play in the World Finals, which this year is being held in the Philippines. We'll talk about that, but let's start breaking things down, man. Talk to me about the Middle East.
Man, the Middle East, it was crazy. We had 3 countries participating. That's Lebanon, Oman, Saudi Arabia. Now, Saudi Arabia won it. They're going to be advancing to the Philippines. I can't wait to see the talent on a bigger stage. But now we're going to talk about Asia, and that's up to you, India.
Well, so on Asia, you've got so many teams that were there. Now, you see some of them grayed out, and that's because we had a pre-qualifier round, and they weren't able to advance through. However, from the 4 countries that did, it was the Philippines. I mean, look, you got to make it through if you're going to have the World Finals at your own country. So they've got the home court advantage, if you will, as the Philippines go ahead and make it out of Asia. We go from Asia to Oceania, where we had 2 countries in Guam and New Zealand battling it out, and ultimately it was New Zealand. Man, you and I got a chance to see New Zealand in Sweden last last year. And they had some young talent that kind of rose above and they balled out, and they continue that momentum here as well. Now, look, let's take it to our neck of the woods in North America.
Yeah, shout out to Horsey. I see you, New Zealand. You're doing it for the Kiwis. But North America, I'm from New York City. I represent NYC. But we had Cayman Islands, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Puerto Rico, USA, and Guatemala. Puerto Rico, Guatemala got kicked out. But this is going to be the last stream of games for the regional qualifiers. It's going to be insane. I can't wait who's going to advance. But then we have to talk about our cousins from down South America.
Oh, amen to that. You've got Brazil and Argentina, but you've also got a couple of other teams in Uruguay and Venezuela that are looking to make some noise. What a great matchup we saw last time when we called these games. It was back and forth, back and forth. I mean, Argentina, whenever they played Brazil, they had the lead always in that first half. But man, that third quarter was an Achilles heel for them, as Brazil's the one who took that region last time. But it's a whole new ball game this time around, and we'll get a chance to see who makes it out of that region. And then we'll go to the region with the most countries that went ahead and got it through from the pre-qualifiers, and you see that on your screen there. But from these teams that people see, right, I think the favorites, let's say top 4, because it's kind of tough to pick, you got to think is France. You got to know that it's Spain, Great Britain, and of course you got to throw in Turkey as well. Are there any dark nights that you're seeing from these countries?
Croatia. I've been saying that from the beginning. Croatia is definitely showing some things to me. They know how to play this game. Finding out they do have an NBA 2K coach that's been coaching them, and I think they're going to make some noise. Italy and Poland are definitely like in my my sights, and you can't talk anything about Great Britain because right now they do have some NBA 2K players, but unfortunately we're not able to advance, so they got redemption. But my dark horse on this, I would say Croatia. They love Yacht Week. I think they're the black pearl of this season, and they're definitely going to turn some heads.
And of course, now we go to the region that we are going to broadcast here today, and that is the Africa region. We saw great action yesterday, a lot of close games. You had some countries that went ahead and lost 2 games by a combined score of 4 points. So today we'll see the matchups, but you've got Egypt, Nigeria, Morocco, Ivory Coast, Algeria, and Benin as well. So, great action to come here, but you got a chance to watch the games last night. You were in the chat. What stuck out to you?
Oh my goodness. I mean, that matchup between Nigeria and Egypt was insane. Both were just down to the wire. 61-58 the first game, 57-56 the second game. Got to shout out Nigeria. 2 of their players coming out with doubles. They're really balling out. And you know what? I have to say, everyone looks at Morocco and says they're the best. They're basically the Turkey of Africa, but they got to watch out because Egypt got some players. Algeria got some players, and we never know. Benin may say some things today, so we got to watch.
Well, here's what else you can go ahead and keep an eye on is the matchup that are going to happen today. You see the schedule of the games that were played yesterday and today. We've got a short day, but it's a jam-packed day as you've got 2 teams, or excuse me, you got 4 countries, and we're going to have 2 best-of-2 series, which we'll talk about here in a moment. But you've got Egypt taking on Algeria, and then you've got Benin taking on Ivory Coast. Now, here's the way that the best-of-2 works, right? It's whatever the point differential is. If you're the away team, that really matters as well. So bottom line is win both your games, and you're good. But if you don't, you got to make sure that you win your game with the most point differentials. And again, there are different tiebreakers and different things that come into play as well as you take a look at the bracket and the standings. I love the best of 2 format just because then you got to be smart, not just in game 2, but you got to strategize in game 1 as well. Because if you're getting blown out by, let's say, 20 points, man, you got to cut into the deficit because then you got to make sure that you win by +1 of that same point differential in game number 2.
Yeah, if you dig a hole you can't crawl out of, you better find a ladder. But like you said, it's really about basketball IQ, also talking to your captains, talking to your teammates, like what we're going to do to either conserve time, conserve the ball, all that jazz. But also want to shout out, you may see Ivory Coast, you have that 0-0 to 2020. We got to talk about that, India, because we all got rosters before this tournament was created, okay? However, if you somehow sub a player that was not on that original roster, you're disqualified. So you got to be careful. We kind of saw that with Puerto Rico. Everybody kept talking about, like, why they're not playing. I was like, look, you got to follow the rules. Everyone has their set players, and you can have up to 10, too. So you can sub somebody in for another game, but if you get a player that we don't even know about, how is that even fair? So that's what's going on.
That's indeed, yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, but those are the things that are happening. Now, of course, it's you and I that are broadcasting the game, and we'd love for the folks at home to be involved as well. So if you guys want, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know the setup. Let us know what flags you're representing, the outfits that you've got. Matter of fact, I would love it if somebody went ahead and put on a vest and tie and they just tagged us on X and just said, hey, I'm watching the game just like you guys are casting the game, but make sure you go ahead and use hashtag eFIBAS3 so we know what to look out for as well. Of course, it's you and I calling the games, but we've also got our other talents in V and Chris that are just taking the day off today, so they'll be back in the action. You and Chris are holding it down. V and I help as well. So there you see the folks. Yeah, what's up with Chris? You think he just had a bad day? You think he was pissed off at you or something?
No, I told you he's getting drafted. I don't know which team is going to go on, but they're going to pick him for sure. And also, can you please, everyone who's watching, follow these gentlemen? Okay, you can follow me, VinceChain21, but at Renars, at Estonian_Raider, at Made in India. Follow us, show support, send us DMs. We want your opinion on everything that's going on. We can't wait to see each other in person, but, you know, this is online, baby. That means you have a chance to speak your mind. Be respectful, though. We don't want no craziness, but also shout out to all this talent. It's just going to be a great season.
We need to have a mean tweets type thing where we just read the interesting DMs that we get sometimes as you see the head-to-head matchup between Egypt taking on Algeria. Again, both of these teams played yesterday. Algeria looked very good. Egypt made some strong pushes late in the game as well. So this should be a close matchup between these two teams. And of course, you know, want to mention, what are they playing for, right? So this is the Africa region if you're just joining us, and whoever makes it out of this region gets invited to the Philippines in December for the World Finals. Top 8 teams make it to the World Finals in December, and that's where they get a chance to compete for up to $50,000 of the prize pool. So that's a prize pool is $50,000. They get to compete for a piece of that pie. It's a very delicious pie. I thought you were going to wear a green tie, by the way, for money. You're not. That's okay. We won't go there. But you've seen these two teams play. Anyone that you're kind of keeping an eye on to make an impact on the offensive or defensive end for either side?
So you're going to talk about Egypt. Okay, Remind Me Z has been putting up decent points. I mean, he is the point guard. He's been controlling the entire game. I mean, he had 22 last game with 2 close games with Nigeria. But the one person that I want to see more is Why Always Mo. I mean, he's sometimes nearly perfect from the field. His field goal percentage is very, very high. So he's going to knock that down. Now, Fidget be tweaking. He's back and forth because he subs out, you know, with other players. But those two teams, for 2 players from Egypt, from Remind Me and Why Always Mo, definitely look out. They're going to be a difference maker.
Indeed, they will. And of course, it's all about getting off to a fast start because yesterday we talked about, look, it's the first day of games. So everyone may have some jitters, some butterflies that they have to get over. But now we've played. Now you know how to go ahead and build a little bit of chemistry in gameplay. This is no longer anywhere near the preseason. We expect missed shots to not be a thing early on because then you can get yourself in a hole. And like you said, something ladder, cute quote, forgot it, but it gets a little tougher to dig yourself out. You want to repeat it for me?
Man, sometimes you can't dig that hole too deep because you're going to need a ladder to come out. But I know someone that could definitely jump out the gym, which is Adax from Algeria. This guy is averaging a double-double nearly with the pre-qualifiers and now. He is a rebounding machine and also knows how to score. But another person that you got to be careful behind the arc is going to be the Ben. This build can shoot. So if he's open in that corner, it's going to be a green bean. So definitely going to put a hand up. Bash is dope. Peak is that point guard. And I think it's going to be a battle of the point guards between Peak and also Remind Me Z. And I mean, I don't know who's going to come out on top from this matchup, but I just want to keep reiterating. Africa has talent in NBA 2K. Do not blink. This is going to be a game to remember.
Every time you say Remind Me Z, in my head I freak out because I'm like, what am I reminding this? What if I forgot what I'm supposed to remind him about? You know what I mean? Like, how does that work? Siri didn't tell me anything. But look, we've talked about the players, but let's go ahead and talk about maybe keys to the game. Give me one key to the game for Algeria, and then I'll talk about Egypt.
Now, Algeria can score. I mean, they never hit that 80-point mark, so they can get up to 76 points. But I'm noticing a lot of their games become close, especially the second win. So the first game, they become dominant. The second game, they keep it close. They have to keep their foot on the pedal. They can't let up because, as you just said, once you play, you get the butterflies out. Now you know how to play defense and try to, find a chink in the armor. Egypt has to advance and basically keep that high scoring up there. However, Algeria, another dope team, they have the ability to win as well. So it's going to be crazy to see who's going to come out on top. But I do know they can definitely do a matchup.
And of course, you talked about keys to the game for you is going to be to get those points up. To me, it's also about how do you do that? I think the best way to do that we've seen from both of these sides is to do it in transition offense in terms of fast breaks. So you get a stop, you get a defensive rebound, you just try to chuck it down. We saw Morocco do that really, really well last night, where they went ahead and got the defensive rebound, chucked it to the corners, and they got themselves plenty of easy open shots off of the corners for the three-pointers. And that's what we'll see if Egypt and Algeria are able to do that. But again, why do these keys to the game matter? Because you want to go ahead and get the dub. You want to make it out of the Africa region. And here's what you are actually ultimately playing for. Let's kind of break it down in terms of which teams or which countries have already qualified. So like we said, 8 countries make it to the Philippines for the World Finals in December. Europe, with them being such a big region with over 30 teams, 30 countries, they get 2 spots. From the 8 that we're inviting, 3 countries have already qualified. It's the Philippines, it's Saudi Arabia, and it's New Zealand. I want to stay here till gameplay gets started because let's talk about, well, how important do you think that home court advantage is going to be for the Philippines? And I know we're moments away from a gameplay.
Moments away, and real quick, we talk about it. The Philippines are literally one of the top countries that love basketball, and NBA 2K, nonetheless, is one of those things that involve what? Basketball. The home fan is going to be there. There is going to be a 6th player, and that's going to be the stadium. It's going to be the support, and it's going to be sick. But without further ado, we got a game coming out for Africa. We ain't talking about Asia no more. Let's see who's going to come out. Egypt versus Algeria. Let's go.
Here we go. You've got Peak trying to get some points up on the board early on, calls a cut from the left side. That one gets tipped off, and that's something else to keep in mind. Morocco, I think, did a great job. Algeria, matter of fact, does a great job of this as well, is calling those set plays to get the man wide open. So keep an eye on a couple of movements and off-ball plays as well. As 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐂 goes up with it and draws blood first, that is going to be an offensive interference, though, so the basket don't count. Tell me when you've seen that last time.
Oh my goodness. The realism is sick in NBA 2K25. I haven't seen that since last year. And really quick, it's going to be Algeria in the white and Egypt in the red. We got Remind Me. I keep going Remind Me, but it's just Remind Z with a nice little mid-range. Couldn't get it. Nice offensive board. Let's see if they can get a fast break for Algeria.
Here we go, slowing things down just a little bit. The right corner is open momentarily, but you got to keep an out for those lane steals. Tries to drive, kicks it right back out. I know he wanted his man at the three-point line, but they'll take points to start things off as it's a quick bucket for Algeria here.
Yep, mid-range, lost art. Just sit on that foul line. Don't get that 3-second call. But then when you got that ball in your hand, be ready to stroke it. Now, coming out, good cross pass. Remind, trying to survey the lane so you don't drive to 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐂. 𝐂𝐂𝐄𝐂, nice little pump fake. Good defense by Algeria, but Egypt's trying to break through it. We got 3 seconds left in the shot clock. Another mid-range, and they're going back and forth like it's a seesaw battle. 2-2.
Look, I'm sure he's glad that the shot went in, but I know he would have loved it if there was an offensive rebound there just because he was down low. But the shot went in. We're good there. 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐂 goes ahead and puts it up. No offensive interference for him this time as it's 4-2, or they're looking to chuck it. I don't know if he meant to pass it to him, but the pass gets there safely as Z. He's going to go ahead and get fouled. That's going to be the first of the ball game. And again, this is a best of 2. So we're going to play this one, and we're going to play the series. We're going to play the matchup again and see what the point differential looks like between both of those games. As he gets it out to the left side, looks like the contest was there. Rebound secured.
Be careful. 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐂 can definitely be a problem when it comes to growing down those boards, even it's offensive or defense. I did talk about this man before, but very rare mints by X to Ben. You got to be careful, and you're noticing a lot of these teams are taking advantage of that corner 3. And what I'm noticing, a lot of people are missing their assignments. They're leaving their man opening because they're trying to help. So you got to be careful because if they stroke it green behind that 3, that's more than a 2-pointer.
And look, we've got a question in the chat and says, oh, nice little steal there from Bash, taking it. Let's see what they can do with this. Now they got to slow things down. As I will say, great job by Egypt getting back on the defensive end, or else that could have been easy points. But Bash with the steal earlier, Bash with the points, puts them up 6-3. And we got a question in the chat. My answer, since it's the first quarter, D-Money Niche, saying, how does eFIBA work? How do teams qualify? Of course, the federations have to go through the process, and once they're part of it, we have pre-qualifiers that get you to this stage now, which are the qualifiers. Then when you make it out of the qualifiers from your region, you get invited to the World Finals in the Philippines in December. That's a quick breakdown. But of course, each federation has had, nice little kick back to the left side. That one doesn't go. Bash with the rebound.
You got to make that. There was no defense on you. You were wide open like the ocean. But sometimes nerves come into play, and we all notice that in this 2K25, shooting has become a lot harder, even with your build. It's very hard to stroke it green. I don't know if they have their shot meters up, but if you don't, you get a little more percentage that's going to go down because you got to memorize how your build's going to do. But a beautiful steal from Algeria. Point guard going over to the left side, a little scoop, but no do. But then a put back dunk, showing the strength. Algeria up by 5.
It's one thing to get an offensive rebound. It's another thing to have an offensive rebound like that with an instant putback to get the points up on the board. Z calls a fade from the right side. He's gonna hit that one. Beautiful shot with the defender in his face as he knocks it down.
Z with that gooseneck, baby. Let me see that show, man. Keep it up there. But that's how you knock it down as a guard. Pink trying to get it to Hazard. Is he a Hazard? I got the friendly roll. Have you been noticing this, India? That realism when it's going up inside that basket, you don't know if it's going to go down, just like you're playing real game of basketball.
Yeah, you really don't know which way the ball is going to bounce and if the basketball gods are going to be in your favor or not. As Mo tries to find a little bit of wiggle room on the baseline, not able to. Now it's a little bit of traffic on the left side. Z top of the key, trying to find a little bit of space, dribbling to the left, takes a midi shot. That one's good, and he connects on it.
Great snatch back. I'm telling you, he's trying to use that build to this beautiful, capability, because understanding how to create space in this game is crucial, all right? You want to have at least amount of contestation, when you're going up for that shot. But Bash going for the mid-range. Oh, just got robbed. But then a defense going down for Egypt.
Z bringing it up the court. Look for him to try to get an open shot from the right side. That one's going to be tipped away. That's stolen now. 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐂 with it. Gets it over to Hazard. Trying to find an open teammate. Dots it to the right side. It's Bash with the 3, but he misses. 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐂 is right there. He gets denied from behind. And a block coming in from Egypt. They're looking to push the tempo a little bit.
Egypt is trying to call every god from any kind of tomb to make sure they get some help. Beautiful offensive rebound by 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐂. Now Z back on top. And also let you know, you see the 2 captains to the left and right, but it is 5-on-5. Each player has their own player that's playing on it. So every avatar has their own guy trying to get this win so they can advance in the Africa qualifiers, so they have the chance to punch their ticket to the Philippines. But Z still trying to find some space. Almost a triple team. Somebody's open, top of the key, but unable to get it. And then that would be the end of the first.
11-8, Algeria on top in this game 1, a best-of-2 series between these two teams. As Z looking to tie things up, dots it to tweak it, and he's tweaking his way to tie things up at 11 apiece.
He's tweaking, he's flicking, he's stroking, he's doing all the ends. And you know what? You got to be careful, because this could be a difference maker. Tied up 11-11, and I'm going to correct myself. Algeria is the team that can score over 76 points. Egypt keeps it low. They don't really go past 50, but 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐂 showing the big build, trying to rip down the rim, and now up by 2.
See if they're able to go ahead and respond back is Egypt, as Khalid gets it past half court. A 2 would tie it up. A 3 would give him the lead here in the early minutes of the second quarter. Back over to Z. Z looking to get a pick in some space. Nothing there. He's got to pass out of it. Keep an eye on the right corner. That defender is pinching a little too hard. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets dotted up sometime here. Takes a shot, contested one. Rebounds not secured by the offense. Here are Algerians looking to get themselves an extended lead here. Dots it all the way to the right side. Back and forth we go. What a play! And he gets Hazard with the layup to put him up by 4.
Basketball IQ, they are guinea pigs, and the test is saying how you know to share the ball. And that's exactly how you execute it. Making sure you're moving the defense. You want that rotation to come in late, but them cross passes are deadly or have an amazing reward. And they found the beautiful cut, slicing and dicing right to the rim and getting that easy 2 points. A nice little mid-range, unable to get it. Great offensive board by the big fella. Now, why always Mo? Put them hands up. You don't want him to go down the hole, but Khalid going on top and can't stroke it green, going down for Algeria.
That's a couple of shots that he's missed, and there's a right corner shot. That's not going to go. Quick offense doesn't always lead to quick points. Sometimes you got to slow it down. Mo gets it back over to Z. That's going to be a foul. That's Hazard's second.
Yep, real smart, understanding, okay, let's slow it down. We don't want them to get momentum. It's still a 4-point game, 3 minutes left in the second. Z trying to find his man according. Tweaking, giving it to the big man right in the post. Great defense, ready to stop it, and a violation is out of bounds, and it's going to be Egypt ball.
See if they're able to make a set play out of this inbounds and get some points up on the board. And unfortunately, they go ahead and turn things over. You've got a man streaking on the right side. There it is. He sees it. Oh, what a beautiful extra pass in the paint to get the slam dunk to put him up by 6. And I love that because you might have had a contested 3, but you got the wide open dunk.
1, 2, 3, easier. ABC, just hitting every point going down in the lane. And that's what I love seeing. Everyone filling the lanes, all right? Not being on one side. That's how you understand the game of basketball, creating space. The more space you have, the more things you could do with it. Now, Z getting fouled, going up. Nope, I don't think that was a foul. Oh, it was a foul going up, so going for 2.
See if they're able to make both of these free throws. Should be pretty easy for the guard, but that's easy for me to say. Knocks him down.
All right, high percentage, liking it. Let's see what Algeria's. It's only a 4-point game again, keeping it very close. And as we said before, it is best of 2. You're going to try and keep this game in low-scoring territory, just in case you lose the game. You could still win the series if you have more points coming in, and then a great friendly hole. Now it's going to be 20-13.
And those are the friendly basketball rolls that we talked about. As it's Tahir gets it back over to Z. It was tied up at 11 apiece, and now they're struggling to put some points up on the board as it's a 9-2 run for Algeria, and they're looking to extend it, and extend it they do! Great run here from Algeria.
Man, they're more deadly in the lanes than a drunk driver. That is crazy. They just know how to make space and also unselfish, understanding it's about winning. It's about a team game. Definitely looking up and see where everybody is. As you see right now, Egypt trying to find some kind of way to get out of the congestion, just staying on the left side. A nice little mid-range. They're definitely taking advantage of a very secret art of the game.
So far, so good here for Algeria, but they always want some more points up on the board, especially if that point differential comes into play and makes a difference. Peak. Got a defender right in front of him, looking for the reset. He goes back out to the left side. Tried to get the steal. Nothing there. Easy offensive board if it doesn't go, but it's not needed.
Peak activated. You see the takeover. That's deep bomber right there, which extends all your shooting abilities. Now, it probably won't help you shoot better, but can give you a little more of advantage because if you're stroking green, it's going to keep it going. But right there, beautiful offensive board by Egypt. Why always Mo? You already know. 3-ball corner pocket.
See if they're able to get some stops on the defensive side to get some momentum back in their favor and tie things up. They're down by 6. Plenty of time left in the game, but under a minute here in the second quarter. There we go again. Great patience to get the defender in the air as Tweaking jumped a little too quick. And it leads to 2 points there for Algeria.
You know, if it says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep chipping away. Now the lead's extending slowly. Now you just got to play solid defense for Algeria, but Egypt is going nowhere. Seeing right now, the big fella from behind the arc, but unable to hit his mark.
Adax takes a 3 from the right side, and he knocks it down. No shot clock as Egypt's got the ball down 11. Looking to close the quarter strong and the half as well. Z puts it back outside to here. Oh, they wanted the pass back to Z. You saw the defenders seeing it as well. But they're going to have an inbound play. Right corner's open. Oh, it took way too long. Took way too long to get it to him as he eventually does, but the defender is already there. Looking for an open shot, gets it back over. They tried to do the pass back, and it's not going to work. It's Hazard with the steal. Adax with it. Dots it to the right side. Peak! Oh, he misses it. Adax with the rebound. Denied at the rim, and that's how we close the half. As what a great ball game we've got with Algeria holding on to the lead.
With a sick put-back dunk, Algeria is definitely trying to get here on top. But Egypt, like I said, is learning. Okay, they're trying to find a way to restrict Algeria's ability to pass the ball so fluidly. You see the unselfishness every play. They're willing to give up a good shot for a better shot, and that's what Egypt has to look at. Just keep your hand in the passing lane. You know it's coming because they're going to find a tendency, and that's how you're going to shut down Algeria's game.
As they go ahead and pass it right back out to Mo as Egypt. They want to get some quick points up on the board to start things off here in the second half and cut into this deficit. Khalid back out to Tahir. Looking for a cut. Nothing there. Got to get a shot up. It's 1 second. He does. Can they get the offensive board? It's 3-on-1, so the answer is no. Quick pass out to the left side. Somehow makes it there as Ben gets the ball tipped. Can they get the steal? Still loose ball. Now it's Algeria with it. 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐊 looking for some quick points. He goes up, straight up defense from Tweakin as they get the stop.
Seeing that big build, I love that fantastic quick step. His quickness is definitely up. I mean, acceleration, I would love to see what his stats are because he was dribbling kind of slow, but when he went to attack, he passed his defender quick. So you got to be careful. Big man versus big man, who got the speed with the basketball? And if you blow by your opponent, that should be an easy 2.
See if they're able to go ahead and respond back with some points of their own. Dots it to the left. Great awareness from the defense as they tip that ball. We're going the other way. There are plenty of Egyptians that have gotten back on the defensive side, but they leave that left corner open, and that's going to go ahead and give up 2 points. Egypt was tied up at 11-11, and now they've only scored 8 points, where Algeria scored 20. So it's a 20-8 run coming in from Algeria, as they're looking to go ahead and put an end and get a momentum of their own. Gets it to the right side. Khalid now all the way to the right corner. That shot's not going to go, but an offensive rebound secured and a quick foul to get things reset.
All right, Egypt is not out of it yet. We have a lot of more basketball to go, and definitely another game because it is the best of 2. Z trying to find Tweak and see if he can finally find his shot. Mind going to the right, trying to get an ankle breaker, going up for a mid-range and floating into it, not making it a 10-point game.
3:20 left to go as Algeria peak, trying to bring it up the court, tried to get a pick right at half court. Nothing there. Now he gets it on the left side. Calls a cut from the left corner. Nothing happening. Defenders all over it. Gets it down low. That's a tip ball. Not going to be picked up, but it is still going to be Algeria's ball with about 10 seconds on the shot clock. 3:04 in the third.
I love that shuttle pass, man, but great hands in the passing lane. It would have been an easy 2. Hazard right now going to the right side, find the top of the key. No one's on him. Passing up for Bash. Can he knock it down? No, but great offensive rebound by 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐄. I told him this guy is a rebounding machine. But peek. Oh, move your feet. You lose your seat. And now it's so neat. 34-21. Oh, Algeria's showing out for you.
They sure are, and they had plenty of options there. They had the open 3. They had the corner as well, so they got plenty of offensive power, and that's why they've got such a 13-point lead. Gets it right back. Khalid looking to respond with a 3 of his own, but that might have been a little too deep. There is the rebound. Looking for a fast break opportunity, and it's Hazard that finishes at the rim to put him up by 15.
That was Thumbelina right there because you were threading that needle. I didn't think that was going to get through. Peyton Manning, my man Troy Aikman, one of the best quarterbacks ever. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm sorry. You better watch out because we got some quarterbacks on this game.
Well, we'll see if they're able to continue with the alley-oop, and you want to talk about a great pass, and that's the way you want to set up your teammates for a finish at the rim.
Oh, man, call crisscross. They want to jump, and go right to the rim and going to the rim hard right there, getting the contact. It's getting fiery, India. I think this is going to go down to the last minute.
Oh, I would not be surprised whatsoever, but if that's the case, then you need Egypt to go ahead and string together a couple of buckets, a couple of stops, but it starts on the offensive end, and that's not the type of shot that you want as Algeria gets the rebound. Keep an eye on that left side because you've got, oh, now they switch things up. Forget the left. Pay attention to the right because he knocks down a 3. 41-23 Algeria.
The Bash, man, that's the second 3 in a row. So he's trying to get a nice little volume going up because maybe that's going to increase his shot percentage. But I have to give credit where credit's due. Egypt's hand in the passing lane is absolutely spectacular. But as you said before, it's just stringing together shots. They're showing everything that they can be a team to mess with. But if you can't put points on the board, you can't win the game, baby. But Z, did you hear me? Yes, you did. You're knocking down the 3. You got a long way to go, 26-41, but don't give up.
He heard you, but did you see the off-ball screen that was set from the left side, which led him to be open? And what a beautiful cut from the left. They respond back with a bucket of their own. And now you need Z to go ahead and continue piling it on from the three-point line. We'll see if he's able to knock down back-to-back. Had a great off-ball play from the left side. Now he's got it here in a little pick-and-roll action. You see the corner looking to cut. Mo doesn't go. He's stuck in the left side. Resets it back to Khalid. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, that's going to be a loose ball. Z's got it. What can he do? He's got to chuck it up. Who's got the rebound? It's Algeria as they're looking to push the pace. Right corner. They've got the shot from the right hash. Not going to go. Rebound secured by Egypt.
All right, Z slowing down the pace, trying to rally his troops, trying to say we're not out of it yet. Fidget tweaking, seeing it from the corner, trying to set the screen so you can stroke your green. excuse me, and also Z still trying to find the right side, but going into a double team, real contested. How you going to get the offensive rebound with that build, brother?
Hey, man, yeah, look, it gets a little bit tough out there left corner. Oh, he's going to take, he got fouled! A late call by the ref with 0.6 on the clock to put him at the line, and he knocks down the first one as Bash didn't have a chance to make it, but gets bailed out with a foul call, and he knocks down all 3 free throws, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. 46-26, Algeria on top with the 20-point lead.
Those calls are deflating sometimes because you play good defense, but then you're just in the shooter's space. You didn't want that to happen, and Ben going for the 3, unable to get it. I mean, it's a 20-point deficit right here, and as we talked about, if you keep digging this hole, you got to find the letter to get out. But I don't know what Egypt is going to do for the second game to see if they can increase their scoring percentage, but they have to somehow find a way to break that 40-point, 50-point a game, slump so they can compete with teams like Algeria, Nigeria, and other high-scoring teams.
Z trying to get bumped around as he's sure looking for a basket. Nothing there. Tahir dots it to the right side. Mo, shot, no good. 8X with the rebound. He's going to go ahead and get fouled to slow things down, and that's going to be a transition take foul. So that free throw converts, and it's going to be their possession as well as they're up by 21.
I like the clear path foul. I mean, it's just not fair. You got to make a play for the ball, make sure. It's kind of like with football, soccer, quote unquote, but football, in which you have to make sure a defender's in front of you so you can score, so it's not offsides. But it makes the game a little more exciting because it puts people more honest. Like, look, you're not going to catch me, so don't foul me, and then you're going to get penalized. And Adax, big fella from behind the arc, hitting this mark, 50-26.
They've hit the 50 mark now, and you've got Egypt that just barely crossed 25. They've got a long way to go if they want to get back in this ball game. Again, point differential will matter for game number 2, so they don't want to give up just yet. Oh, I thought he was going to have the offensive board, but Adax had other plans, and it's Hazard that gets the easy 2 at the rim.
Ooh, a Hazard dunk, and I'm a One Piece fan just like Hazard Punk, but I like that transition. Using your body, using your speed, and definitely getting ahead of the defense. Z trying to get some ankle breakers. Left, right, left, step back. Can't get it. Get a nice little jump pass. Why always Mo? You already know what he's going to do. All right, Z. See what's getting right here. Khalid can't knock it down. An offensive board, almost an offensive board for him, but Adax is just gobbling up the rebounds every time he gets a chance.
See if he's going to try to take that shot from the top of the key. Decides not to. Gets it over to Ben. Ben over to the left side. Almost a loose ball. Jump ball is what it's going to conclude to. As it's 3:14 left in the fourth. You see 12 points from Z, but that's not quite enough. He needs to put on some more. His teammates need to step up as well. As that jump ball goes in favor of Egypt. They've got a man wide open. They're going to get the easy 2 from Khalid, who slams it at the rim.
Man, oh man, that rib's going to need a Band-Aid, but this is going to be a dunking affair. Peak going one-on-one with the guard, trying to find beautiful slip. Hazard is definitely a hazard. 54-28, and I love slashes like that. Understanding you get 2 beautiful points if you just stay mobile.
Z. Not a lot of time to work with. What a move that was. He's going to get fouled, and that's an and one. Knocks down the shots, but okay, so I guess it was an illegal screen, but the shot counts, but it's not an and one.
Still a strong move. Adax again with another offensive board. This guy has to have a double-double. And Bash again from the 3. But so nice. Going to see it twice. He ain't going to miss again. I've rarely seen that, India, is that if they miss the first shot, going to offensive rebound, they have a better percentage of making a second shot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, especially because, look, you're out here trying to be a pro in terms of getting to the World Finals. You got to be able to knock them down. As Z knocked down a 3 last time around. Gets it back. Back-to-back 3 for Z. As now they're looking to cut into this deficit to get the point differential, hopefully minimize as much as possible for game number 2.
Just chipping away. Now it's trying to play solid defense. Keep your man in front of you, or just put a hand up. 60-34. Algeria's putting on a rain clinic right now.
Yeah, just do something different. That's all we ask for. You know what I mean? Just do something different. Minute 48 to go. 60-34. Can't add the 3 to their score. Where is it going to go? I was going to say, you're going to... Oh, almost got denied at the rim, but he gets the layup to go. I thought he was going to take a 3 from the left side, but they're just continuing to extend the lead here.
Call that a Dr. Pepper with a kiss of cherry right there off the bat. But beautiful hand in the passing lane. Who's going to dive for it? Oh, my God. Way to track it down. That's a big fella with some turbo boost. That call hustle right there. I love plays like that. That was gorgeous.
Could not agree more, and that's one of the reasons that they're up by 30 here in this game 1 of this best-of-2 series. 𝐂𝐇𝐄𝐂 trying to find some space, but he finds Tweaky on the right side, and that shot's not going to go. Gets it over to Peak. Peak now with a decision to make. He's got paint wide open. Takes a little bit too long. Those 8X has a weird catch animation, but he's going to take a shot fading away from the middle. That one's not going to go. Had a man wide open on the right side. Decides to keep it himself. Takes another one. That one doesn't go.
Oh, man, you got to be able to knock those down. But we do see a couple of people activated, but now the takeover has been taken away due to those bad mid-ranges. But a great offensive rebound by Tahir 𝐂𝐶 trying to get some points on the board, again, like you said, to reduce this deficit because it is at 30. Tweaking, got a pump fake, trying to find the open man. Unable to fight, but then going out of bounds. Oh, nope. Gets another hand in the passing lane. Out of bounds, but it's Egypt ball.
See what Egypt's able to draw up here as it's going to be Tweaking. Gets it over to Z. 2 seconds. Got to chuck a shot up. Hello. Finally does. Can they get the board? The answer is no. 3 Algerians were right there. And it's Hazard. Had a man to his left, but he still shot it. Rebound secured by Bash. Bash now trying to find an open man. Gets it over to Ben. Ben. He's going to go in and get fouled to slow things down. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 20 on the game clock.
Now, to Ben, not scoring a lot of points, but being a crucial factor when it comes to defense, making sure no one scores on Egypt, and that's how Jay is staying in this game. Again, I just called his name spin move, a little fanciness, a little dancing and prancing, but unable to finish.
And that might be one of the reasons he's got 2, but it doesn't matter because like a group project, as long as we get an A, it doesn't matter whatsoever. Z, oh, nice little dribble move, trying to find some space, dots it to the right side. Tweaking, gets that one to go, but it's going to be Algeria that go ahead and get the dub. I got a question for you, Vince. If you're Egypt, how frustrated do you get with the turnovers to the point where you want to go ahead and pull your hair out?
Egypt right now does have to, regroup them up.
I just figured if I've got the tie, I might as well go ahead and have a picture of you pulling your hair out. You know what I mean? That's the type of performance I've got, baby.
Where did you find that picture?
I told you I got props, man. Today, look, it's a short day. I'm going to give you all my energy from the left and the right and the sideways, too.
Bro, that's when I had hair, man, like actual hair, not my wow, I belong in a psych ward. Okay, all right, you got me off guard. That.
Well, let me go ahead and bring it back. Yeah, I got you crying. I love it. But if you're Egypt, you got to go ahead and recognize that. Look, you mentioned it during the show, right? You mentioned it during the game where Algeria loves to have a fast-paced offense, similar to Morocco, who's in this region as well. But you're Egypt, you can't try to play at their pace. You got to go ahead and kind of go at your own pace. You got to slow it down. You got to be methodical because if you try to go blow for blow, bucket for bucket, you're just not going to because you don't have the offensive power that Algeria does.
Yep, and I talked about that. Egypt doesn't go past 50, maybe 55 points, but you have Algeria to be able to get in the 70s. Now, that's when you go to percentage. I'm a stats guy. And what I'm also noticing is those fast break points. As you just said, when you let another team dictate the pace of the game, you will lose 100% of the time. What they should be doing is actually doing a cherry picking, but on the defensive end, understanding, you know what, let's get somebody back. As soon as one of those shots go up, have a designated person, just run back. Don't worry about the offensive board. Yeah. Keep the big man down low, but get a guard back because what's going to happen, they're going to pick you apart and anticipate they're not going to go for the transition threes. I didn't see a lot of transition threes from Algeria this game. It was a lot of get into that corner, waiting a millisecond, and then hitting it to the guy that's slashing to the rim, which is beautiful basketball IQ, and that's how they can get high octane points on fast breaks.
Yeah, could not agree more with you. You got to get back on the defensive side to limit those transition baskets. And it goes back to what we were saying. You slow it down, then you're able to just get the men back there as well. And that's the type of gameplay we'll see if they're able to adjust to. Again, if you look at the middle of your screen, that is the schedule for today. We have 4 total games, 2 best of 2 matchups, and you've got the first one that just completed. So Egypt, Algeria. Algeria just took game number 1 of their best of 2 series, 64-37. And what adjustments, right? We talked about pace. We talked about getting back on defense. Is there a specific player on Egypt, or a type of, takeaway that you have addition to it for game number 2 that feels like adjustments need to be made?
Well, adjustment is that, Fidget be tweaking, had many chances to knock down a 3 in the corner. He has to step up. If they're going to trust you with that shot, you got to have the ability to knock it down. Why always mold? The same thing. But those are the players that have to score on the inside. On the outside, sorry. But on the inside, 𝐂𝐄𝐄 has to shut down Adax. Big fella versus big fella. Goliath versus a Goliath. Titan versus a Titan. This is Godzilla versus every possible monster on the earth. If you don't shut him down, he's going to gobble up every defensive board, gobble up every offensive board, and then get second chances for Algeria. So now, like I said, on the outside perimeter, Fidget, and also why always know you got knocked on those shots, but 𝐂𝐄𝐄, you got to be strong. Try and get a body out on Adax so he doesn't kill you on the boards.
Yeah, those offensive rebounds really can be a tough thing to deal with, especially when, you're trying to give up, you're trying to maintain the pace, you're trying to control how many possessions your teammates get, or excuse me, your opponent gets, and you're just not able to. That's just the toughest things. You don't want to give them additional chances and possessions and opportunities. But you see the lineup there between these two teams, Algeria and Egypt. Of course, this is game 2, so they go ahead and switch sides. Egypt does need to win this ball game by, let's see, so you've got 64-37. So let's do some quick math. And by that, I mean calculator time. They need to win this game by 28 points or more. It's a tall task, let's be honest.
Tall task, will be out of the range again. They can score 58, 56, easily. But now, as you said, it's containment. So you don't get in a point match with Algeria. You do great defense, so it's a low scoring game. And then, just like in boxing, look for your spot. Find when you're doing that okie doke and let them tire themselves out and then attack. Now, a tall task? Indeed. Is it possible? Absolutely. But this is when you regroup, talk to your team, find what you need to do, but also you got to stroke it green in NBA 2K. You got to put the round thing in the round thing, man, so you can get those points on the board.
And especially, look, if your game is a slower paced game, but you need to win by 28 or more, it's just so tough to do, because then you got to beat Algeria at Algeria's game, and that is not an easy task, but you got to make sure that you try to get off to a lead early. So look for them to maybe 3-hunt a little bit. Look for them to kind of get a little bit tighter on their sets and on their rotations on the defensive side, because again, your ball game, your pace is a slower one, but now you got to win by 28. And that's not going to be easy whatsoever. And keep in mind, Algeria knows this as well. So they're going to look to slow things down, possibly themselves, just to not give Egypt as many possessions to conquer their 28-point win.
Exactly. Now, Bash is still going to play. Peak is going to do it. His name Hazard, I said, has been a hazardous, amazing player on that court, understanding where he can get open and we can get some easy things. But here we go. We're about to start. Let's go, India. Another game of eFIBA Season 3.
This is going to be game number 2 of this best of 2 series between these two teams in the round number 3. And now it's going to matter a lot for Algeria to go ahead and get the dub so they can continue staying on top. But Egypt wants to go ahead and narrow the gap, especially in group play, as we'll show you the brackets after this game is over. Game number 2, the first one, 64-37 was Algeria. And here's the tip as Bash gets it over to Peak with the tip. You've got Egypt on the white jerseys, and that's going to be a quick foul as Algeria is in the green jerseys.
Can I say something really quick, India?
Yes.
How can we get these jerseys? Because these jerseys are sick in the game. I know it's possible to make them in real life. And I got to shout out Morocco. Morocco had, a beautiful slam by Egypt. Morocco had a sick jersey, and I kind of want my own. Who can we talk to get our own copies?
Do you know how hard it was for us to just get the hoodie last year? I still got that hoodie.
Of course, I did too, man. I'm trying to stay warm. We're going to wear it. I don't know how we're going to wear it in the Philippines. We're going to be sweating.
Oh, yeah. You might not be able to wear it there, but you might maybe just for, a little more support or something like that as they knock down a 3. Algeria gets themselves a lead. Once again, as Z. Look at that corner defender, like just literally right in front. Doesn't give him any space whatsoever. Z had the open shot, decided to dance a little too much, which caused his teammate to get a 3 in the key. Z's got to put that shot up.
Yep, you gotta shoot it. And now everybody that's been watching us, thank you so much there on Twitch, on YouTube, also TikTok. Follow us at eFIBA_official. Put the hashtag eFIBAS3 for season 3. We want to know what you like about with a beautiful scoop-de-doop and extra sprinkles, liking going right to the lane. But let's see the flags. Who's supporting Egypt and who's supporting Algeria?
Would love to see the fans. And of course, if you're going to post something on social media, don't forget to tag us, hashtag eFIBAS3, as that's going to be a missed shot. Algeria from the left side. 8X.
Beautiful feed. Big man to big man. High and low. That's how you go. A dunk by Algeria, up by 6 points.
Z now looking to respond back, gets it to the right side. Sometimes you got to know when to shoot it, when to hold it down. That was not the best shot in the world, as 𝐂𝐄𝐄 has it now. Has a man streak into the paint, and that's why you see that quick foul coming in from 𝐂𝐄𝐄. That's how you can save yourself the easy points. But at the moment, you also got to score some easy points on the offensive end. Right now, it's Algeria with it. Back over to Ben. Ben, just a couple of points the last game out. He's looking to go ahead and have more of an impact on the offensive side.
Great defense by Egypt, keeping your man in front of them. Yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Make sure they have no chance, no air, no space. Make everything harder. Beautiful mid-range, and then that's great defense right there. Keep them congested so they don't score enough points.
Z now. Alley-oop attempt from the left side. He gets that one to go.
Woo, get ready for takeoff. Ground control, we're going. That was great, but that was one of the slowest alley-oops I've ever seen in my life. That thing was,
yeah.
It was frozen in the middle, yeah.
Indeed it was, and that's a shot from the right side. Gets it to drop.
Z coming down the court using the left side. Nice little shuttle pass for the big man. Keep it on top of the key. Great spacing. Look at some of a zone, a 2-3 zone coming from Algeria. Interesting way. I'm seeing a lot of switches, but a nice little open man. But you got to knock those down. That's going to hurt Egypt in the long run.
Hazard. Dots it to the right side. Bash over inside. That's what you talked about, where they kind of pass it from the corner to try to get the easy bucket. Not going to lie, not easy, but they get the job done there. 13 of 4. Algeria looking good as we've got 2 minutes left to go in the first.
All right, now point-blank range shots are harder in NBA 2K25. Don't think it's easy to make those. You have to be real strategic, especially when you got a great defender when you're putting your hands up. So you got to make sure your build has a good high percentage when it comes to close dunks and also close layups. But you can't really see exactly how difficult it is unless you can see that meter. But these players practice every single day. This is their profession, and they're trying to expand the world, that there's more talent outside of America when it comes to NBA 2K, and Africa definitely has the talent. Algeria up 15-4.
Of course, and we saw some of that talent in Morocco last time out as well. And we'll get a chance to see Ivory Coast and Benin in just about under an hour, actually. Now, right after this game, we'll get a chance to see them. As 𝐂𝐄𝐄 brings it up the court. Gets it all over to the top on the right side. That one's not going to go. Rebound secured by Egypt. Z with it now. Trying to get his offense set up. You see tweaking on the right side. And that's going to be an illegal screen going the other way.
Got to be careful. I mean, these refs in the meta, they're trying to earn their Bitcoin because that's the only currency they can be paying. But as you can see, they are calling it as best as they can. And that's what I love about the game, the realism of it. If you do a legal screen, they're going to call it. Beautiful dish. Oh, my God. Ben, get it on the board. Now let's see what more he can do down the line.
Looking for a screen on the left side. Try to give him some space. He's got the dribble moves. He's got Mo. Mo's got himself a 3. 17-9.
More money, more problems, and more green to see. Like, he can, I'm telling you, he's deadly from the corner. You just got to knock it down. It's still a close game. Good defense going up from Egypt, but unable to get the board. Going right here left. Hazard up on top. Nice little pivot. Getting that little jab set, pass in there. 𝐂𝐄𝐄 going back and forth like a pendulum. And Hazard knocking it down behind the arc.
Great job getting themselves with a double-digit lead as we close out the first half. But does Z have anything to say about it? Can he get the deficit back down to single digits? He shoots that one. Bit of a tough shot, but not tough enough as Z knocks it down to make it a 9-point ball game at the end of the first.
All right. Let's go, baby. I'm seeing the rally. Z stepping up. He's a little angry, but up. Get a little overzealous. You can't do hero ball. You can't run into 2 defenders. You're going to get poked, and you're going to get swiped. Nice little back and forth ADAC. So now you're just playing with your food, man. You can't do that to that grown person.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to go ahead and get this type of lead. You'll take whatever way you can get your points. 22-11. Z. He had a great way to end the first with the 3 of his own. He's looking to get his teammates involved, but nothing there. That's going to be a turnover. Algeria streaking. You see him. Defense trying to bait him to the right side, but they weren't falling for it as they take the easy layup to extend the lead to 13.
Z also trying to take control, 24-11. Tahir, no one's on him. Going to the right side, getting a nice screen. 3-on-1, open, tweaking, baby. He's leaking in the corner and draining it down. 24-14.
Yeah, that corner defender tried to go ahead and sneak up a little bit as if he was going to contest a shot, but it was a dot to the right side that gave up the easy 3 as Egypt down by 10. Algeria looking to make it 12 or 13 with this inbound play. Bash over to 8X. Back over to Peak on the right side. Looking to set a pick and trying to get him open. Nothing there so far. Defensive play. Back over top of the key. It's Bash. He misses it.
All right, still a 10-point game. Still within reach. Give it to your guard. Make sure you got the handles. A little breakdown. Someone's open. Big fella behind the arc, unable to hit it. And then a nice board going for the transition. Algeria, Ben going right, but then running out of bounds. That's new for me.
Yeah, just, sometimes those out-of-bounds angels aren't there to help you out. They definitely weren't there that time as he goes ahead and gets out of bounds. It's Z now.
Nice pass to Always Mo.
My bad. Calls a cut there. Z with the shot from the top of the key. He gets that one to go. So, look, he's doing his part and, getting themselves back in the game. I feel like everybody else on the defensive side now needs to step up.
Yep, but now knocking down the shots that we talked. But, man, open lane like Moses and parted the sea. That's 26-17 and a beautiful jam coming down from the guard. Man was flight mode from the start.
Z with it now. Looking to go in and respond back with the points of his own. He's been able to find some on the three-point line, looking to get his teammates involved, but they're covered on the defensive side. Back over to Khalid. Khalid with the shot, not going to go. 8X with a rebound. Had the court. Bash with it. He's going to go and get it to go.
Sorry about that. I was getting excited. 28-17. 2:36. Only left in the second. Okay, we still got a whole second half left after this. Now, there is best of 3 if you're watching for the first time. Each avatar has its own player. Beautiful three-pointer by Egypt. Now it's an 8-point game. They're slowly chipping away. Let's see if they can come out on top.
He takes a shot. I think he may have tried to get the layup on the animation side, but he wasn't able to. That midi doesn't go. Z with it now. Bringing it from the right side, looking for a pick near the three-point line. Called a fake cut. Khalid with it from the left. That one doesn't go again. The offensive firepower that Egypt needs is not there at the moment as it's Hazard for Algeria. Trying to find a little bit of space. Gets it to the right corner. This is where it should have gone. Got there a little bit too late over to Bash. Bash up top. Hazard with it. 7 seconds. Foul called on Egypt.
Egypt, keep your hands to yourself. We learned that in first grade. That ain't your ball. But here's you go, Peak. Going on to the right side. See the corner from the elbow. Hazard, nice little cross pass. These cross passes are great. Whoa, left them like a bad relationship. Shout out to Kyle Montgomery. 10-point game. 1:37 left in the second.
Man, you are corny like Nick Cannon.
I could be that, but he also married Mariah Carey. So if corny gets me that, I'll be corny every day.
See, I need you to know why I said that right when I said that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I respect it. I respect it. Almost a double pump, but I'm good, baby. I'll be wilding out.
The folks at home are like, what does that have to do with anything? Why did he say that exact comment at that exact time?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's an inside joke. Leave us alone. This is brotherhood right now. This is eFIBA family every day.
Gets it over to Khalid. Khalid looking for some buckets, and he gets it to go. 7-point ball game. Egypt keeping this game close than they did the first time around, and that's what you love to see. As Pete calls a cut, and the defense just fell asleep as it's Ben that gets the easy 2.
You got to be careful of that, because slowly you start to get momentum. You're starting to get into game, get into the groove, but you can't break down. Got to stay smart. Stay true to your plan. It's working. All right, you're keeping a very low-scoring game. You're not in the 20s. And a beautiful knockdown from the corner. I should be a coach. That's exactly what I told they need to do. Tweaking, keep knocking those greens.
Coach Vince on the mic. It's Peak looking to not go on backcourt violation. He's flirting with it, that's for sure. Gets it to the left side, back over to him. Takes a long two as he was right inside the perimeter. Knocks it down, though. Less than 20 seconds left on the clock.
All right, 15 seconds knocking it down, 34-26. Let's see if you can just cut down this deficit by a little bit. You want to go in with the score. Beautiful behind the back, 34-28. This is a new Egypt, this game, India. I'm liking it.
Indeed it is, but you got to have a defensive stop here so you don't go down by 9, and down by 9 they do go. As we go ahead and close out the second quarter, it's 37-28. Algeria on top. So far, Egypt, I know they're down 11, but they're doing much better this game than they did game 1.
They're doing better because now the deficit is definitely, it's not as hard. Now, as I talked about that hole where you need a ladder, they don't really need a ladder. They could still pull themselves up, but it's been a high-flying game. Great threes have been executed, but the dunks and the alley-oops have been absolutely delicious, and that beautiful, nice little pump fake to a floaty. 37-28, 10 minutes left in this game. Let's see if Egypt can get the power of the gods. Let's see if Raw can give that eye so they can come out on top.
They get the nice little reverse lay from the left side to make it a 7-point ball game to start things off here in the third. It's Peak. Gets it over to the right side to 8X. 8X now goes up with a nice layup as he attacked the rim from the right side to put the lead right back up at 9.
Woohoo! I really like that step through. That was beautiful. I like that first little attack to the rims from a standstill. But let's see. Z, not your shuttle pass. Tahir, big fella, unable to knock it down. Good tip. Now that's how you do a Dennis Rodman. Shout out to the worm. Just find a way to keep that possession on your team's side. Khalid going to the right side behind the back. One-on-one, giving that corner. Tweaking. Can you do it again? Unable to, but now they're just tipping the ball. You got to grab it with 2 hands. As one of my favorite movies, Evolutions. 2 hands. God gave you 2 goddamn hands. Use them.
Indeed, they needed to. Instead, it's going to go the other way. As Algeria looking to go ahead and extend this lead into double digits once again in the second half. Ooh, nice little move there on the pullback, but nothing happening. 8X takes the long 2, and he knocks it down. You got to love a big man that's able to kind of lock down those long 2s. Takes a lot of pressure off if you're a guard.
Yeah, man, you got Jokic like that. You got Joel Embiid who could play like that. Even Bam Adebayo has that kind of build. You know, you got to be able to, stroke something down when it comes inside the arc, just beyond the third hash, so you can knock down those middies. And that's how these builds are getting better and better. And like you said, it's good to have a confidence. You don't have a big man just bullying down low. But beautiful 3 from Algeria, keeping it an 11-point game. But then you have versatility in all your builds.
And that's the beautiful part about it, is you can go ahead and have different builds like you mentioned, and which means different offensive sets, different game plans, different ways of attacking as well. As Khalid, he's going to go ahead and lose the ball, turns it over. It's a 3-on-none. Peak with the alley-oop finish at the rim. 46-33. 3 minutes left to go in the third.
Ooh, put on the show, baby. You better call Showtime. Where's Magic Johnson when you need him? Like right here, we're at the Forum. Let's just take a step back, get some popcorn, take a sip, and watch this drip go. But man, I have to admit, it's been a nice little showcase of both teams. But again, getting some confidence, getting it back to a 10-point game. Egypt is still in this; they're not out of it.
Yeah, Egypt, definitely fighting, no question about it. But can they win the fight? That's the question. That shot isn't going to go a long one. Unfortunately, you cannot have careless takeovers like that one, as it's going to be Algeria that'll make you pay, just like they did. The turnover leads to easy 2 points.
Hey, Dax doing some airwalking techniques. I'm like seeing it. Beautiful threat, Danita, and anything you could do, I could do better. The big fella's tearing down the rim on each end. 38-48, 2 minutes left in the third, but great shuttle pass from Hazard and a nice block, but a foul going up. Oh, out of bounds, so it was a good block. Nice.
48-38, still a 10-point lead. Gets it over to the right side, looking to make it 13. Do I hear 13? No, but you do get an offensive rebound. Nice little putback there as well. He's had a big impact on this series and in this ball game as well. Z bringing it up the court. Dancing around. He's going to go ahead and lose that ball. There's Algeria again. Back-to-back steals lead to back-to-back points. No, they don't. That one gets denied. Couldn't convert at the rim. And that's going to be a quick foul to slow things down as Ben reaches in.
As I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, you got that number from a girl who didn't like you, and you heard you were rejected. And that was great defensive play by Egypt, but you got to convert. Put a grand right there in the passing lane. I said a grand because I was just aggressive. Going up with why always Mo in the corner. All right, he's not activated. Pete got the deep bomber. We got everyone trying to put the hand up. Fidget be tweaking. You know he can stroke it down. He's finding his range. He's finding his shot. Tahir giving up to the Khalid. To the right side, nicely behind the back. Trying to use that screen to get some space. Again in the corner. Can he do it? No, he can't. A little short. Crashing. Getting his own offensive board. Keeping the possession right there in Egypt. Great hustle play. Khalid going out to Z. Z, you know the point guard. Definitely got these handled. Behind the back. Left him point fake. Going up to Why Always Mo. Why Always Mo. Going one-on-one. It's a big fella, but I think it's a violation. Shot clock. That is great defense from Algeria.
Yeah, it was either him stepping out of bounds or him having a shot clock violation. And either way, it's a turnover, and we're going the other way. Not the type of, offense you want to run when you're already at a deficit. And speaking of offense, what a great cut from Bash from the right side for the easy two. And Egypt, just when you thought they had a little bit of fight in them to come back and make this a ball game, it's going the other way for them. But Z's got a chance to respond back right now. Tweaking takes a shot. That's a tweaking of a shot. I ain't going to lie to you. That was crazy. Why you thought that was going to go, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm using that. That was a tweaking of the shot. I've never heard that before. Good job, India.
Thank you. I pulled out my notes app with my commentary notes. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hear you. Okay, yeah. Well, welcome to the club.
By the way, you talked about how you're in the 80s. My man, you so old. You text you up at 9 p.m. Peak gets it back over to the left side. 8X. Look, sometimes I force him. All right.
Let it flow, baby. Let it flow or let it go like Elsa in the two options. There we go. Why always Mo? He don't want some Mo. Unable to knock it down. Doing the full court pass. Beautiful hands. Fidget be tweaking. Got some springs right there. I like the bungees.
Shoot, you look at the points there. Look at 8X having an impact. 17 points for him. Oh, he could have almost gone ahead and added 2 of them. He's still looking to. Peak. 3 seconds left in the third. That shot was deep, and it doesn't matter. Knocks it down from the top of the key to make it 55-38 Algeria with a commanding lead as we go into the fourth quarter. That quarter right there for Egypt, by the way, the least amount of points that they've scored so far in this game with 10.
I don't know, but Algeria just has another gear. And you keep talking about ADAX. Now I'm real curious of how he's going to go against Ibroxo against Morocco. Those two are definitely one of the best scorers on their team. And I love seeing best out of best go after each other. I'm real curious about more games, and I can't wait to see you, and V go at it tomorrow to see who's going to be advancing to the championship and who's going to be crowned Africa regional champ, to see if they're going to punch their ticket to the Philippines. And again, if you're watching the first time, watch us. Also follow us, eFIBA_official. Put that hashtag eFIBA_S3 to make sure we got all that support. And thank you, everybody's been watching, supporting throughout, the past 2 years. Now it's our third year. And again, 1 out of 3 countries are participating in this season of eFIBA. And we're so excited. And another 3 from Algeria, 61-38.
They're getting their way if they want on the offensive side, and Egypt just doesn't seem to have an answer for them. You thought they might be able to put up a fight when it was a closer 10-point ball game, but it's been Algeria that's been able to string together a few stops and some points to make this one a blowout once again. Khalid passing around to Z. Z back over to Tahir. Tahir goes up with the tough shot. Not going to go, but he gets his own rebound, and he puts it on his noggin as he slams that one home.
Disrespectful. What you doing, man? But Bash trying to hit that 3, but unable to get it. Going to a transition. Z going out to the corner. Why? Oh, wait, Mo. Oh, come on, Mo. We got to show something.
See what they're able to do is that one doesn't make it happen. That shot's going to miss as well. Gets the rebound back over to Peak. Peak now looking to do something with it. Takes a shot from the right side. That doesn't go. Another secured rebound on the offensive side. Ben What are you doing? No, all right, bro. Listen, hey, man. Yo. All right, that's the one, Ben. That's the one.
Sound like an angry uncle at a
Hey,
damn
man.
Pee-wee football
At a
game.
basketball game?
What you doing, man? Don't run that way. Run out of the way, boy. What you doing, boy?
Hey, man. How you going to miss 3 back-to-back is all I'm saying.
Man, like when you get home, I'm going to give you something to miss about. You're going to miss
There
that.
you go.
You wide open. What you doing, boy? What you doing, boy?
Oh, my goodness. Back over is to here on the right side. Back inside to 𝐂𝐄𝐄. 𝐂𝐂𝐄 now. They're going to go ahead and lose that ball, but they get it right back. Inside, outside. Top of the key. Fadeaway shot. That one doesn't go. He's got Ben disease. What?
No, that's a hazardous play right there.
Yeah. High five. High five. Solid. Solid. Way to go. Way to go. We don't need a notes app for that one.
Talk about, man. He's better than
Tip
Bert and
ball. Z with it now. Looking to do something. Gets it to the left side. 𝐂𝐄𝐄 with the shot. 𝐂𝐂𝐄 with the miss. It's tweaking with the rebound. Back over to the left side is Mo. You gonna take it? Yo, bro.
He ran out of bounds. See, well, what happened was...
No, what had happened was he gave up an open 2 to do a fancy move to only to have his big pinky step out. See what happened when I put the tie on? You know what I mean? It just, I don't know. It's a whole different ball game.
No, Ben transformed into Uncle India right now. You Uncle I. You Uncle I. You said, but you know, but hey, you know what? This wasn't even right. Okay, this is not religious. It's just, I'm saved. I'm saved. I'm saved. I don't know how you in Atlanta right now. You got country as heck right there. You know, it's big. Oh my Lord.
Alabama's right next door. That's all it is. Alabama's right next door, as is a 3 from Algeria. As they just continue to pile it on with 1:34 left. Here's Peak with it.
Roll Tide, roll. All right, Peak with Deep Bomber activated. Also the big man with Crystal Ball, which I think is an awesome takeover in NBA 2K. You get to see where the ball is going to be after a miss. Rebounds are essential. The Ben put it on a light little circus at Ben. What are you doing?
Oh, my goodness. He just keeps on missing. Mo. Looking to at least get a couple more points up as they're looking for the 3 hunt. Here is 𝐂𝐂𝐄𝐄. 𝐂𝐂𝐄 back inside to Mo. Mo all the way on the left. Look to fade away for a second. Nothing there. Z with it now. Gets it over to Mo. Mo's going to go ahead and take that shot. He gets that one to go, and it's 67-46.
67-46, 51 seconds left in the game. Egypt is putting up the fight. I'm telling you, man, you got to keep going. Ooh, a nice little stroke in the green from the corner. I mean, let's see if you're going to advance. We got some more games today, and we got some games tomorrow. But Egypt, you just got to knock down those open shots. That's the only Achilles you have. But a nice little putback dump from the big fella, 70-48.
They're looking to have some type of impact here, but so far it was Algeria that was just too much for them on the offensive side. They couldn't keep up, and they couldn't get enough stops on the defensive side either. Back over is to here. Takes a nice shot. Is tweaking as he knocks down the 3. And it's 23 seconds left in this game 2 of a best-of-2 series.
Got to give Egypt's fight, though. They kept it a close game for 3 full quarters, all right? Keeping it within 9, maybe going to 11 points, finding out a strategy. But Algeria, again, just got into another gear. They just really started to step it up and realizing, hey, this is not how we play. Let's start knocking down these threes. Let's bring out the momentum. And as you said in it before, they basically dictated the pace of the game. And when you start to follow, you'll eventually lose because you got to be in front to go in first place.
You know what? You had Algeria that obviously went ahead and had a great performance, but sometimes if you're Egypt, what you need is a man that's ready to fight for you on your team. Ain't that right?
Oh, yeah, got someone to fight, and the fight is done. Algeria comes out on top against Egypt, and we saw what they can do. They're a powerhouse in Africa. I can't wait to see the matchup between Ajax and Ibraxo with Morocco, but we'll see what else is going to happen.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Egypt wants to call on somebody to go ahead and put up a fight for him, I know just the guy who can go ahead and put him up and knock him down.
Hashtag toxic for my director. How many? This is what's scaring me. All right, everybody there, shout out to eFIBA Season 3. India's my boy, but how many pictures of me do you have in your room?
I'm uncomfortable answering that question at the moment, so we gonna move on and let you know that we are done with the best of 2 series between Egypt and Algeria. Well, my favorite part though is my favorite part is how I just go and said, "Show." I'm like, "Yeah, you need a man to fight, right?" He's like, "Yeah, you need a man to fight, man. I know just the guy that you mentioned it."
Oh my god!
Alley-oops to myself without you even knowing you're a part of it, getting dunked on from me. As you see the Africa schedule, we've got 4 games. 2 of them we are done with. As Algeria gets the job done, 64-37 in game 1, 70-51 in game number 2.
I don't know to be impressed or scared, because now I'm just thinking you got a lock of my hair in a box that you stole, worshiping my best and crazy game. Oh man, we gotta talk to production. All right, anyway, you're right. Benin and Ivory Coast is going to be next. Algeria is showing out for sure. They were undefeated the first couple of games against Nigeria, and but one thing I do know is that they have a chance to maybe take on the monster of Africa, which is Morocco. I was giving Egypt a lot of credit. Thank you so much for participating, but you still got a lot more fight left in you. But Benin and Ivory Coast should be interesting as long as the Ivory Coast keeps it within the bounds of the rules of eFIBA Season 3. Again, I'll explain that once you put in your roster, you cannot sub in another player from outside the original players you have in your team. If not, you will be, quote unquote, penalized, but also fined. But oh my goodness, this is one of the funniest things I've been a part of in eFIBA. India's been waiting for this, because he knew I was going to be the stand-in for one day in Africa. And he's like, you know what? V's the comedian. This guy performing at Comic-Con. I got him now. I got him.
I'm just saying, bro. I think, I just had to do something. I was like, you know what? Just wearing the vest and tie isn't enough. I got to have a little bit of fun with it. It's a 4-game show. We just gotta rock out. We got a ball.
Wait a minute.
No.
There we go. Ride him, cowboy. There you go. You want me to Uncle India? He needs like a little twig in his mouth. Like, sometimes I want to be like this. No, Ben, what you doing, Ben? Ben, stop shooting.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. I'll take a hat. I'll take a cowboy hat. I think I look good in a hat. I'm good with that. No worries. Oh man. Every time you're gonna talk about you gotta put up a fight, I just gotta do this. Just put this up. Whether I'm on camera or not, we're just gonna put this up right there. Just like, you know what? Hey, you need somebody to fight for you?
Round
you need somebody
one.
to fight for you? You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Oh, you know what? I got it. Even better. Okay, this one might get me in trouble, but these are the countries whenever they get ready to go into a game. Wait, what? What just happened? What's happening? Why can't I see it? Why are you laughing?
No. Because it's just the setup is crazy. How you gonna go? This may get us in trouble.
Oh,
we might
yeah.
get canceled, but I'm doing this joke.
I mean, listen, I'm just This is a country coming into the game. This is them when they get blown out. You know what I mean?
We got a whole production.
It's how it started. How is it going?
Shout out to Jonna. Jonna right now is probably going crazy. I know my man Davis is like, oh, we got a lot of post stuff. Oh my goodness. Yo, how you gonna say how you gonna cosplay me and make fun of me? You know what? This is the biggest form of flattery when someone takes it like this. I thank you very much. Goodness gracious, side head. God dang.
I just need to know how long it takes for you to put all those bracelets and watch on your wrist. I don't know what takes more, for you to do that, to put on this, or to shave your bald head. I don't really know. But anyway, we've got 2 more games coming up here.
It's my birthday. It's the roast of Bitch Chang. I give you the keys to the host, and he goes, the gun's loaded.
I'm dying. I'm dying so much. This vest is getting tight.
Nah, bro. We know how tight it is. Why don't we show the buttons from below your belly button, huh? Why aren't we doing that? I got bullets too, bro, but I'm holding it for the Philippines. It's eFIBA Season 3. One of the 3 countries, some of the best commentators and talent you're ever going to see on the stream. We're not just talking basketball. We talk about life. We want to have fun. But shout out to my man, Zunaid India Suleiman is definitely one of my best
love
brothers,
it.
Man. I
appreciate it, man. Let's go ahead and all right. So look, enough of the shenanigans. I mean, I got a lot more. I got to figure out what to print and what not to print. By the way, I never thought I'd be able to use an in-home printer, but I'm so glad after 2 years I found a way to use it. But here's your bracket for the Africa region. Again, Group A, you had Algeria, Nigeria, and Egypt. Egypt, you just saw lose, and they have a point differential of -50. They've got 2 points, but it's Algeria and Nigeria that at the moment are ahead of them. And in Group B, you've got Morocco, who you saw play last night, and Benin and Ivory Coast are the teams that you will go ahead and get a chance to watch here momentarily as well. And that's going to be an important matchup because that's going to go ahead and decide who gets the second spot in that Group B. Right. So it's going to be very crucial to not just win both games, but if you're going to split the series of the best of 2, that point differential can really come into play to figure out who's going to make it to the semis.
Sense of do or die. This is when you got to put everything on that court. Make sure you got your sticks charging your controller. Also, you guys know, and all my girls as well, if you're watching, they're playing on PS5s. All right. Everyone got the game at the same time. We all know about the patches and the updates with NBA 2K25 transition from NBA 2K24 with the different takeovers and the different badges. But everyone has a chance to basically be the best they can. It is Pro-Am mode. So everybody has basically the same amount of ratings going to 99. So no one's overpowering everybody. But as you said before, this is when you put all the pride on the line. This is when you're going to show that your country has a chance to represent themselves at the eFIBA World Finals in the Philippines, which I can't wait until we find out who's going to punch the 4th ticket to go, because we still got other countries. We still got the Europe region that's going to happen, okay? We still got South America, and of course we have the big juggernauts of North America that are going to compete. But Africa, you are on the stage right now, and you're showing that you have talent, because we saw Morocco. They did their thing and got real passionate. But as you see, the breakdown is simple. Best of 2. Who's going to basically go against Algeria and Nigeria? As you can see, Egypt has now been cut out from Group A. Shout out to y'all. I was in Cairo. I wish I could be over there and have some kushari. Beautiful dish over there. Your shawarma is absolutely delicious. But try again next year. We want to see you again. Hopefully we got season 4. But you have what it takes to be a contender in Africa. But as me and India saying, it's basically don't let any team dictate the pace of the game. You got to get some more practice in. But thank you so much for participating. But now we have a chance to see who's going to be going against Algeria and Nigeria. And it's out of those, squads over there. Morocco has that automatic bid basically, but it's going to be Benin and Ivory Coast is going to get that second, ticket.
And here's the way that it's going to work out. So you've got Algeria and Nigeria that have already advanced, right? We know that for sure. They are good to go. Now you've got the second place from that Group B, whoever it ends up being, whether it's Benin, whether it's Ivory Coast, they will take Algeria, Benin, whatever. Listen. And then you've got the first place that's going to go ahead and play Nigeria, which at the moment looks to be Morocco. So that's something to keep in mind.
There we go. It's changed right now. It's going to be Nigeria versus Morocco. That's going to be a great matchup, to be honest. I think the 2 are real powerhouse teams. They know how to score. Morocco, of course, has been on top for a long time. But Nigeria, they do have a big man in MS and also DX as the point guard that can knock down some good shots. They've been getting double-doubles throughout this entire season. But now we're talking about, oh, look at the swag. Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire with the flag as a cape. I'm loving. We got Bilmom, we got Kadir, we got Zokes, we got Lords Easy Sold, and Night Tura. Let's see if Ivory Coast can represent that orange, white, and green correctly. But take out Benin from me, India.
I mean, you've got Benin, who we saw a chance to play last night. And, the main thing for them is going to be, can they go ahead and get open and knock down those shots? It's the offensive end, because on the defensive side, it's one thing to go ahead and try to play the same pace of Ivory Coast. But, I mean, you've got to keep an eye on, the point guard. What type of pace are you going to come out with in the early innings, or in the early minutes, rather? And that's what we get to see. By the way, agreed. Shout out to Ivory Coast. They had the flag in the back last time around, but this time he wraps it on like a cape, like you said, and that's going to be – okay, here's what's interesting, though. I don't know about you. I know you're getting old, actually. But can you tell the difference between these jerseys? Because that could confuse me a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. It would bother me just a little bit.
I mean, I can. I'm not colorblind like you because you don't know the difference between blue and black. But just to let you know, I can tell the difference between these two squads. All right, it's gonna be Benin right there in the bright orange and the bright like yellowish orange, and the true orange and green is gonna be Ivory Coast. As you see right here, this is Benin with the ball coming up with basically it's like a yellow. It's like a nice little mustard. I like it. But knock it down. Oh, get a nice little offensive board, keeping the possession. Benin going up, Snow. Let's see, baby. Are you going to come from the north? Nope, you're going to the south and then knocking it down. That's how you knock it down.
Nice little way to go ahead and get things started. Is it 3-2. Ivory Coast on top. Lord Easy sold. Can't get that one to go. Snow with it now. Looking for some quick points. He gets it out to the right side. That one's going to be tipped and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay here. As they look to go ahead and come back with some buckets here. Snow over to the right side. Kai looking to make something happen, but he's got 15 seconds, so plenty of time. They're just kind of being very patient here. Not a lot of dribbling, not a lot of movement just yet. And then you do that.
Oh, well, I call that the commentator's curse. As soon as you give him a compliment, all of a sudden it goes back and bites him in the backside. But 3-2, they're using the clock to their fullest, all right? We looked at the previous game, especially when they played against Morocco in a beautiful 3 by Ivory Coast, 41-99, 35-89. That can be demoralizing, but come against another team, work on your mistakes and see if they can go head to head with the Ivory Coast because they do got some talent there. Kai can't get that pass. Beautiful defense from Ivory Coast. Lord going to the corner. Belamal unable to get it, and good defensive ball from Benin.
You've got Snow now looking to make something happen. Gets it back outside. That's going to be another tip ball. That's contained by Benin. Kai had some open space for a quick second. Decided not to take that shot. 𝐂𝐄𝐂 trying to back him down. Can't get 3 in the key, though. Got to make something happen. He steps out of the paint. Wide open shot from the left side. That one doesn't go. Slightly covered at the last second.
But I'm not mad at that. Beautiful wheelhouse play right there. Backing that in defender, then going around, getting the open 3, just unable to knock it down. Shout out to General Marisco saying, Ivory, rooting for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, follow us, eFIBA_official. And also, shout out to everyone there on Twitch. We reached 5,000 followers, baby. We're getting it out there. We're trying to get to 10K, baby.
Love the support and the love and this, everything that you guys do for us. And of course, make sure you also let us know who you're representing, who you're cheering for, whether it's through a flag in the chat, whether it's through telling us the team name as that shot goes up and he gets it to go. A little bit of a slower game. I think that's what we kind of expected coming into it, but not even 10 points combined as we're more than halfway through this quarter.
Nice little dunk right there, slamming and jamming. But also, we talked about this in the previous game when we watched, Algeria and Egypt controlling the pace of the game. Both are not trying to go too fast. In the beginning, we saw those hands in the pass lane getting those silly turnovers, but I see now they're taking their time. They're just trying to get a win. Actually, this is do or die. Whoever win advances, so why rush, okay? Time is your friend. 7-7, but Need now tying it up. Let's see if they can tell the distance.
Lord Easy goes ahead and takes that shot from the right side. That one doesn't go. Rebound secured. 𝐂𝐄𝐂 now pushing the tempo. Kai gets it back outside. It's 𝐂𝐄𝐂. Can't get it to go, but Snow with the rebound. Snow with the nice little easy putback, as it looks like Ivory Coast may have thought that it was going to be sent right back.
Lord Snow protecting the wall. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, so I miss it. House of Dragons is decent, but can't mess with that. Oh, can't get it right there. And again, Benin getting some more control. I like the lead going on. Snow pump faking. Oh, almost had a little ankle breaker right there. Be careful. All right. Again, they're taking their time. And you see the movement without the ball. It's just straight poetry and like a ballet. And that's how they're going to win this game if they keep that up. But they got to knock it down.
They indeed do. And see, that's a premeditated pass because they had the easy too, but they decided to dish it to the left side as Lord Easy trying to find a little bit of space, gets it to the left inside. Knight Aura with it. Defender right there. Great defense, holding it down inside the paint. That's going to be a missed opportunity as Kai gets it right back to Ken. A lot of traffic there, and that's going to be a foul to slow things down.
Low scoring point game, but again, taking your time, finding the groove, just trying to see if they can get out on top. Kai, going to the left side. trying to keep control of the ball. Nice little behind the back. Oh, crossing 2 defenders. It's a Smiley going right here. Going to it, wide open, but gave up an open lane to the big fella and a 2-handed jam. Benin up 11-7.
Looking to close things out in the first quarter with a bucket of their own. Lord Easy. Thought he had a shot, but not enough space to take it. Knight Aura now. Trying to reset it and find him some space inside. He's going to take that shot. Look to be contested. Not going to go. They get the rebound, but that's going to be the end of the first quarter. A close one and also a low-scoring affair here in Game 1 of this best-of-2 series.
Let's see what's going to happen here. Again, probably the lowest scoring games, but it's been very tactical and a beautiful 3 from Ivory Coast, bringing it to a 1-point game, taking the time. Look at the focus from both captains. And again, got to reiterate, every avatar has their own player sitting at home. They're not in the studio like we saw with the Philippines and Saudi Arabia. They're definitely just chilling in their room, trying to get comfortable. Beautiful defensive play from Ivory Coast, trying to go all the way from coast to coast. Couldn't knock it down, though. You got to finish it.
See if they're able to go ahead and continue the momentum that they've had so far as Kai. At the top of the key. Pick and roll. Traffic's way too much, but he somehow finds a way to get Benin 2 points, and they're up by 3 now. Ivory Coast with a chance to tie it up right here.
Hey, shout out real quick. India, you got some fans. Give it up to Kryptonite Quinta saying he got Ben disease. Your commentary is legendary. Great job on that, man.
I felt bad because, you know, trying to be as neutral as possible, but it was a little too easy.
All right, going to the line, 13-10, 3:52 left in the second. Oh, hey, shots win games, but free throws win championships. You guys scored. They're called free throws for a reason. Come on, I know you can do it. 0 for 2.
Nothing there. Misses him. Lord Easy with it. Couple of dribble moves behind the back, trying to make something happen. Not there. Contest gets there at the last second, but he's got enough of an accuracy to get it to go.
Sweet. Long 2 foot was on the line. Coach may not be too happy, but that's some points on the board and getting 13-13. Kai getting fouled. Nice little stop into the transition, but the focus is real.
See how this one goes and who's able to take the lead on the offensive side now. Benin has the open shot, doesn't want to take it, gets it right back out to Ken. Ken trying to, oh, there you go. See, got that pass a little bit too late, and they just got to go up with it. Misses it. Great rebound secured. Has a man streaking down, but he didn't want to risk a steal, so he holds on to it. Lord Easy got it over to the right side. Knight Aura can't get the 3 to go.
All right, Benin trying to get the transition. Oh, that was threading the needle, baby. Then dunking on his head, put it in the bed. That's a great transition slammer jammer.
Lord Easy now looking to go and return the favor and hope to tie things up. 3 minutes left to go here in the second as he looks to go to the rim, and he finishes it there to tie it up. What a slam dunk on his noggin to tie things up in this Game 1.
My Bathdog's hammer, I will avenge. Oh, my 90s baby, Galaxy Quest, don't movie. But oh my goodness, that was disgusting. But that's what you do to avenge your teammate. You gonna dunk on him? I'm gonna dunk on you.
Way to go ahead and get the points right back, and it's a close back and forth game. Dots it to the right side. The defender from the right corner pinches up to get the hash. The offensive player should have had a little bit more space between the corner and the hash to make sure the defender wasn't able to pinch him. Kai. Oh, and that's going to be a quick reach-in foul right outside of the 2-minute mark.
I don't know if you noticed, but this is like a car warming up in the middle of winter, all right? They start off a little slow and starting to speed it up. They're starting to get a little bit more taste for the game. They're trying to get some teeth in it because they smell blood and someone's trying not to go home. I just see Kai on top of the key, going back and forth, keeping the handle. Nice going down the lane. Good stop by Ivory Coast, but Benin mid-range, unable to get it, and good defensive board.
Indeed, that was, and Lord Easy gets it over to the left side, back and forth. What a pass back. It's Lord Easy with the shot. Beautiful play there to find the open man. The set design was great as they tie things up with 1:34 left. Here's Kai looking to get the lead right back for Benin. Nothing happening there. 10 seconds to work with. Goes right back around the world. Ken down low, but he's got a defender right in front of him. What can he do? He can get the lead right back for Benin.
That was straight bully ball, man. He said, eat your Wheaties, bruh. You haven't been to the gym like me. Just pushing like they were a child out of the way. But Big B from behind the arc, knocking it down, hitting his mark. 21-20. This game is turning up. It is fire.
See if they're able to go ahead and get some water on that fire. But so far, both of these teams are just continuing to heat up. And now it's bucket after bucket, just exchanging points here. We'll see which team is able to get a couple of defensive stops and get rolling to build out their lead. But so far, no team has been able to take a commanding lead here, as that's going to be a tip ball out of bounds.
Nice awareness of the court, understanding to stop the transition, hand in the passing lane. Benin with possession. Again, Benin in the real mustard yellow, Ivory Coast in the orange and green. Benin, Kai, not able to knock it down. The Ivory Coast going down.
See if they're able to take advantage now. Lord Easy calls a cut from the right side. Defense just fell asleep. Not just the right corner, but even the center didn't push a button, it seemed, to get the steal in time.
Lord Easy Peasy, beautiful cover girl. Sorry, I can't help myself. But anyway, Kai going right there, left to the right side, back to Ken. Top of the key, stroking it green. Benin up by 2 points. This is becoming a little bit of a slug match. I like it.
Yeah, so far so good. Of course, we love a good, competitive, close game, and that's what we've got so far. Final seconds of the second. Takes a shot, can't get it to go, and that's going to be the way that the half ends. As what a ball game between Ivory Coast and Benin. What's been impressive to you so far in the first half of game one?
Understanding pace of the game. I'm going to keep repeating that, seeing that no one wants to give up their power. It's been a close game from the start. It doesn't matter if it's a low-scoring game, but the plays have been beautiful. Beautiful ball movement, understanding if you have the open lane going for the dunk. I've seen a lot more threes this game from both squads. Africa is showing out.
Yeah, indeed they are. And so far, it's been a great region to cast. A nice little cut from the left side as they go ahead and tie things up. You'll hear us say that quite a bit as well. Camera change there for a moment, or a different perspective, I guess, as Kai bringing it up the court. Would love to get a three from him right here, right now, but he's got to find some space. Look at that traffic jam on the right side. 4 players on the right side of that court, spreading it out now. Nothing there so far. Looking to get a pick and some separation. Dishes it right back out, but that one's stolen away. It's Ivory Coast with it. They get the steal. They dish it to the left. They've got the shot, but they can't get it to drop.
Oh, but excellent timing. Everything was good, but that slight hand in the face. I can't believe it. Oh, but they're stroking it green again. 28-25. All right, they're stepping up.
See if they're able to continue that, though, because so far, anytime a team seems to be the one to take an expanding lead, the other one responds right back. And that's what makes this a close ball game. Again, this series will help decide who goes and moves on to the semifinals. That's a tip ball, and we're going to go the other way.
All right, here we go. Let's see who's going to control it. And now Ivory Coast with the lead, but Need's been leading just for a little bit, but ain't going to Lord Easy. As I said, it ain't easy to be that good, but unable to knock it down.
And that's a steal right back from him. See what they're able to do. Points off, turnover are huge. That's a long 2. Foot inside, doesn't go. Rebound secured by Knight Aura. Has the right side open. Back for another shot is Lord Easy as he knocks it down.
As you talking about one of my favorite movies, The Longest Yard, it ain't easy being cheesy. But, man, that was nothing cheesy about that. Knocking it down in snow, going from the north to the south. I'm liking it.
So far, so good. Ivory Coast with the lead and looking to expand on it as well. Up by 4. 3 minutes left to go in the third. Lord Easy gets it to the right side. Extra pass. Did it get there in time? Yes, it did, but he can't get it to go. Open shot. Doesn't convert.
Nice little pass to the corner. Snow showing out something. Going to the hole. A nice little floaty little layup. All right, 31-29. About a little less than 3 minutes left in the third. Let's see if Lord Easy can do something.
Getting bumped around the defensive side. I like the formation on the Benin end. Lord Easy trying to get a bucket. Great defense from the right side to come in and make an impact. Rotations were on point. Top of the key. Kai can't get it to go.
Kai, it's in your sights. You got to knock it down. Showing that to that corner. Zoinks. Goes out to Lord Easy. Solid from behind the arc. 34-29. Ivory Coast stepping up.
Looking to come up top is Kai. Gets it past half court. Looking for a little bit of space. Back over to him on the left side now. 2 minutes left to go. Thought he had the craft for a moment. Comes back out for a pick. A cut from the right. A cut from the left. Just everybody cutting when they won't. Doesn't help.
It's like Fruit Ninja. Slice, 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 and dice. But let's see who's going to come out of this inbound play. Smile in the corner. Taking the time. As I said, pace of the game is key. Nice little crossplay to Kai. And unable to knock it down.
Tough going there so far, but Ivory Coast still holding on to their 5-point lead. Not going to be able to adjust there. See, now we've just seen, like, the second quarter was kind of a bit of a higher pace one, but now in the third, they've slowed things down, both of this team so far, and Benin just hasn't been able to take advantage and get the lead right back.
Yeah, but also the shots aren't falling. So now it's basically seeing the round thing going around thing. You know, try to take some more easy shots. I'm just seeing a lot of deep threes, a lot of bombs. Let's get some middies. Let's get some layups. Get some points on the board because you want to play at your pace. Beautiful defense by Snow from Benin, getting from the cross pass. Nice little up and under pump fake. Ken being the big fella, keeping that great footwork, 34-31.
Cutting the deficit down to 3. Now Lord Easy looking to respond back. Goes from the right side. Try to get a pass, but that one got deflected as there was a cut from the left. Another pick. You can see the right defender trying to pinch a little bit, but it's the left defender that fell asleep and fell for the fake, but he couldn't knock down the shot. That should be a steal, and a steal it is. Looking to push the tempo. 4 on 3. Takes a shot. Lord Easy once again.
Oh, come on, Lord Easy sold. Come on, sell it to me. Let me make sure I got some confidence in your shot. Smile giving up to Snow, 6'3", and then he's trying to open up the door, but it closed it right in front of him. Going out for a nice little transition. Lord Easy sold. Going into Kadir. Good pump fake, getting defender off his feet, but he got to get past him. Going onto the right side. Bill, what's he going to do? Lord Easy again for 3. This time knocks it down, stroking the green.
Expands the lead to, I think, possibly the biggest one so far for Ivory Coast to 6 points. That's now Benin. Before the end of the third, what are they going to do here? Trying to find some wiggle room. Nothing there at all. Tries to drive inside. Back over. Kicks it out to Ken. Ken with another missed shot as Benin just not able to do much in the third quarter. But we'll see what the fourth looks like for them as it's only a 6-point ball game, and they've got the ball to start things off.
You know what Ken rhymes with, right?
What?
Ben. I think he got Ken disease and Ben disease are the same thing.
Wow. I hope they come after you for that one.
But come on, he can step it up. You know he has the ability. Lord Easy sold, 225. Come on, do or die. You got to win. Oof. Good cut to the basket. And Kadir, baby, showing that beautiful sprint to the basket and doing a nice little slam.
Just a beautiful, beautiful job to find the open space. Kai almost lost that ball, but he picks it right back up. And again, lost it, but this time he couldn't. Fumbled it once, lost it twice, as now dots it to the left. That teammate's able to make it go. 42-31. Ivory Coast with the biggest lead thus far, and it's a double-digit lead with 11.
Yeah, but Benin is not out of this game at all. Kai can definitely step it up, keeping possession, trying to get to all the inside down. There's a personal foul. Okay, it's going to stay Benin's ball off this inbound play.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and tip that ball. Gets it to the right side. Top of the key now is Snow. Goes ahead and loses that ball. Recovers it right back, but loses it once again. Just playing hot potato with it at this point. Gets it over to the right side. Zokes with the shot. Not able to connect on it.
Going down the lane. Trying to find the open man. Snow using the body, but it missed the crib. But, oh, gets it back. Beautiful of not giving up on the play. Getting back on defense. Ken giving up to Kai. Going to the left. See that screen. Beautiful blockade right there. A little jump pass. A little off the mark. That's way too deep. He's thinking about shooting it. That's a nice mid-range. And that was a beautiful step through. 33-42.
Got it to go. They're looking to make some type of impact. Benin is, but you got to go and get some stops right here, right now. See what they're able to pull up on the defensive end. So far, so good, but you've got 13 more seconds of defense to play. Do they give it up? Yes, they do, and that's a big 3 for Ivory Coast as they extend the lead to 12.
Great ball movement, finding the open man, keeping it up. I'm liking how they're controlling the pace, but a beautiful slip through and a good slam by Benin. 35-45, 10-point game.
Lord Easy. Oh, looked like he was almost going to lose the ball, but so far he's still maintaining possession. Keep an eye on a couple of cuts, but for now it's a shot from the right side. That one doesn't go. Rebound secured by Night Aura. Oh, and he couldn't get it to go. He was the only one there to get the rebound, but he couldn't finish at the rim as Kai, long three, gets it to go.
Great transition passing, understanding the open man, and of course he's probably screaming, trailer, trailer, let's knock it down. Now bringing up 38-45. I mean, it's still in this game, all right? Ivory Coast has to step it up, but then as soon as I say it, the announcer's atonement gives him a nice little three behind the arc, giving up back by 10.
Less than 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. 10-point ball game. Kai. Ken with it now. Looking to back him down, but I'm sure he's looking for an outlet pass himself. Because those back down moves are not working. At all. Nothing there. Take it out of bounds. Kai. Looking for a 3 hunt here, but gets it down low to his man. That one's going to get blocked. Great defense swarming inside. Now they've got 8 seconds for this inbound play. What can they cook up? You can look at the wraps. Almost stolen away, but Kai still maintains possession. Got to make something happen. 3 seconds left. Pulls it back. Takes a shot from the top of the key. Can't get it to go.
Way to track down that rebound right there. Now going on Ivory Coast. Lord Easy got D-Bomber. Zokes. Oh! Couldn't get the shot. Another transition going down. Benin, and was it a clear path foul? Yep, it was going down to the line.
Indeed it was. And he goes ahead and misses that first one. Knocks down the second. They get the possession right back as well. See what type of impact they're able to have. Snow. They've got the middle open if they want the easy 2, but of course at this point you need 3s over 2s. And they just settle for a 2, but that's going to be a foul, shooting 2 more free throws here.
All right, this is key right here. Come on, Ken. I know you can knock him down. He's going up, taking his time. Oh, a little shimmy. Okay. All right, who animation does he have? Nice. Knocking it down, showing some swag. I like it. 8-point game. 1:11 left. A lot of time on the clock. You go back and forth, knock down some crucial 3s, or just get some crucial stops, and you're right in this game.
Indeed, they are. Lord Easy. Trying to find an opening to the right side. Might have had one, but he misses a shot with a slight contest coming in as Benin with the nice finish at the rim, making it a 5-point ball game. Do they have a stop in them to make it even closer? Lord Easy brings it up. Ooh, that's a scary one. If the corner defender hit a button, he might have had a steal all the way to the right. That's a dot, but they don't shoot it. Kadar with it. That one doesn't go. Ivory Coast with the rebound secured. That's a long 2, and it drops.
7-point game, 38 seconds left. What do? Benin, do you try to go for the win or just try to reduce the deficit? As you said, it's best of 2 and try to stay strong because you can still win the series if you score more than the second team in the second game.
Exactly, as he's going to take that shot. That one doesn't go. Rebound secured again by Ivory Coast, and they go right back with it, and they knock it down. There's so many opportunities that Benin has had, but they just have not been able to capitalize on it.
All right, here we go. Go for the points now. Oh, my God. On the entire team, straight wipeout. Carnage going right to the rim.
Love the play, love the hustle. But they're going to probably walk away with an L here. But again, you got to get a stop now. Okay, you've got to try to get that 3 back. I don't know if you're going to be able to, but see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what we mentioned as well. The game is over. There's no reason to call that timeout. However, that point differential matters so much that you got to try to get those points back. Now, do they go for a 2 or do they go for a 3 is the question. Benin has a cut, looking to get the shot up. That one's not going to go. And it is 56 for Ivory Coast. So they get the job done. You can see the pride and the flag draped as a cape as they walk away victorious here in game. Vince, I know you're nervous.
I love the drip and I'm always nervous now. And just want to know, I just want to shout out. It's Yana, not Jana. Shout out to Yana, helping us with everything behind the scenes. And all right, I'm ready because I can analyze the game.
I got nothing. I got nothing. Tell me what I got nothing for you.
Hey. I don't trust you. There's no trust. Nothing. But anyway,
I've got nothing. Tell me what you like from that game 1 in that best of 2 series.
Understanding what your strengths are. Okay. Ivory Coast definitely stepped up behind the line, knocking down crucial threes, not giving up so many offensive boards for second chance opportunities, kept it in. But Benin, I have to give you some credit. You definitely was playing your game. You had the lead going into the second quarter, but Ivory just stepped it up. You were missing crucial shots. If you start having a drought, just go for the middies, get some layups, see that ball go in that hoop so you get some more confidence. I'm liking what I'm seeing for both games, but this is a little of a hole you have to dig out of. It's not out of your reach. It's not like a 20, 30, 40-point deficit. You could win by a substantial amount of points, but it's only about 11. So it's possible, but what do you think?
I mean, 12 is the number different than we keep an eye on, and I definitely think they can do it. I think it's just all about, it was tied up, right? It was a close game till it wasn't. And what I'm saying is they were just not able to string along a couple of possessions to get the stops. And when they did get the stops, they weren't able to get the rebound, right? So you had shots that were missed by Ivory Coast, but then Benin just wasn't able to secure the rebound. And there were just multiple second chance opportunities. Whether they converted or not is a different story, but you just gave them extra possessions, which then eats out more time from the clock that isn't in your favor. So that's something that I think they got to fix in this game number 2 between these two teams. And that's the main thing that I'm keeping an eye out for.
All right, and definitely taking advantage of your guards. Shout out to Lord. Lord definitely played a great game, and big fellas got to step up. But I'm loving these mid-range games in the sense of getting off the screen, going right into your shot. That's one of my favorite shots in real life, and it works in 2K. Step it in, stroking the green, getting 2 points on the board, and getting right back on defense. But also, there were some killer dunks. I think this game had the best dunks, the best posters of Season 3. So don't sleep with them. That was entertaining.
Yeah, and especially, look, this whole day, we've seen a great alley-oops, great dunks, great for, theatrics, if you will. So it's always lovely to see that type of basketball being played. We've seen a lot of set plays as well as we take a look at lineups for game number 2. This is going to be the last game of tonight. Now, let's kind of break down the type of pressure that both of these countries are in. You have an 11-point win from Ivory Coast, which means Benin in this best of 2 need to go ahead and win by 12 or more. If they don't, then it could be, and I believe it is, but I'll wait for confirmation from Ops, but it'd be Ivory Coast that qualifies as the second place in Group B. So it's a lot of, tension here, if you will, a lot of friction, a lot on the line for Benin to go ahead and win by 12 or more.
Yep, it's win or go home. You got to come through, but Benin's captain took a second. I think he's trying to get like a little snack, because I think you guys were talking about snacks the other day, that they were like just getting fuels. Oh, and he just went outside to put some air, to refresh. And I love the hoodie, by the way. The hoodie's dope. But as you see, Ivory Coast looking confident, but Benin, Ken, Yamoto, Kaijin, Smile, and Max. I mean, I want to see Max Thanos do some stuff. I mean, that is a crazy name. Max Thanos 007. I think B was talking about it. You put that much strength in the name, you got to show out somehow.
Oh, indeed you do. You got to go ahead and make an impact, and that's what we'll look forward to seeing here in game number 2 as we just start to get loaded up between these two countries. A lot of pride on the line, a lot of stakes here in game number 2 as well. Again, so I'm gonna kind of say something, but I'm communicating with our ops team at the same time as well. My understanding is, and of course, please correct me if I'm wrong, is if Ivory Coast either wins the game or doesn't lose by, say 10 or less, they go ahead and move on to the semifinals. If Benin goes ahead and wins by 12 or more, they would go ahead and move on to the semifinals. That's how I'm interpreting it. But we'll wait for confirmation from our ops team, because at the end of the day, they're the ones who decide.
They're sad, but those are following the rules best. do. But the game is here. As you say, Benin now in the solid red and Ivory Coast in the beautiful frosty white. I'm liking it. Real clear cut on which team is which team. You see these 6'8" builds right here looking like some locks, a lot of defense, a lot of definitely stoppage, trying to make sure they protect the rim. But we're going to see. And I love the, the customizations of Pro-Am. Like, the Africa continent definitely took advantage of it, India. I saw a mask. I saw face paint. It was beautiful.
Yeah, indeed. And it's always great when you kind of get to customize, your player. Nice, beautiful shot to start things off. It's Ivory Coast. And you've got Ivory Coast in the white jerseys, and you've got Benin, who is in the red jerseys.
All right, Kai getting up here. Give it to man, smile. Trying to go to the left side. Beautiful defense by Ivory Coast. Ken, big fella, trying to show out. Going on to the right elbow. Oh, same play, but this time they anticipated. They got a ball. Oh, I was going to say they have like a crystal ball, but on the clear path foul going to the line.
They're able to kind of take advantage of that one. 4-0 lead now for Ivory Coast. And if you're seeing, it's tricky because, oh, nice little pass there from the right side. They just couldn't get it to go. As Kai bringing it up the court. Too many players on the left side. Bit of a congestion, so they spread them out. Kai gets it inside. It's 𝐂𝐄𝐂 with a nice finish.
All right, Ken, step up. I know you probably heard me say some smack, but I want to see you do your thing, big fella. That was a beautiful read, understanding, but then 𝐂𝐄𝐄 getting stopped by the big fella, putting a hand up. Knight Aura, can the big man knock it down? But beautiful rebound by Ken.
See if they're able to go ahead and get some points off of that stop. As Kai back over. Gets it inside to Ken. Ken, we saw him go ahead and draw blood first for his team. Top of the key, moves it to the right side. Now back over, swings it to the left to the open man, but they can't convert. And you've got two players flanking. Can they take advantage? Gets it to the right. Didn't quite fill the lanes properly, but they were able to get it down low. Got to swing it out. Got to get out. Got to get a shot up before the three in the key, and they bury the three.
Poetry in motion right there. Pump fake pass. Trying to find an open man pass. And all of a sudden putting down the footle to the gas and then getting that great shot. But here we go. Kai going up there. Beautiful steal by Ivory Coast. They're trying to be dominant in this game. Knight Aura stopping it. Giving it to Lord Easy. Over to B. Going at the 𝐂𝐄𝐄. Keeping them close passes. Controlling the ball. Making sure they're making the right decision. Nice little cut to the basket again. But beautiful rejection by Benin. I love the defense, not giving up the play and getting a great defensive orchestra. That was fantastic.
Kai with it now. He's going to go ahead and take that shot. Just hasn't been able to drop till that one does. Way to go ahead and get right back into it here in the early minutes of the first.
Now you see the captains and on both of the screen to the right is Ivory Coast, to the left is Benin. As you see, trying to stay calm as a cucumber, but I'm understanding the pressure that they must be feeling. As you said, a deficit of 11 points for Benin. Ivory Coast just has to come out with the win, but has to keep their offensive prowess up as high as they can because they want to advance to the semifinals. So they have a chance to punch a ticket all the way to the Philippines.
Ivory Coast just needs to win the game, and they're in. Where you've got Benin that needs to go ahead and win by 12 if they want to move on to the semis. A lot of traffic on the right side. A lot of miscommunications, it seems. And they finally go and get a shot up, and they knock it down as well. So far, we've seen nice little back-to-back threes from Ivory Coast.
Yep, understanding how to shoot the game. I like it. I like it. I love it. I need more of it. And beautiful defense by Ivory Coast. And also have to repeat, this is Pro-Am. Each avatar has their own player. They're sitting home, chilling, trying to be comfortable, but they're nervous. They're sweating. They're going to need some rags because I know my palms are real sweaty right now with my spaghetti. And I don't know if they're going to come out on top, but Benin is trying their best.
Indeed they are, and they swinging it to the left and takes a shot with the defender in his face. Still gets it to, excuse me, he misses that one. My apologies. I was looking at you. Look at your screen. So what I'm saying is it's never my fault.
You better take responsibility, man. Come on, Uncle India. Take responsibility. Hey, ain't my fault. We don't know.
Takes the shot. There we go. That's the way I wanted to knock it down and respond back.
Wow, that was confidence. I love it. I love it. Kai getting it. Keep the control. Nice little slip. Yamato. I'm a One Piece fan. I don't know if that's you got that name, but that's exactly how you slam and read the defense.
Way to kind of continue things here. Takes a shot from the left side. Nothing there. Goes ahead and misses. Wait, patience there, but he goes ahead and gets the easy two, and now it's Benin that's coming back and responding.
Who's going up? Lord Easy. Oh, nice little tween. Oh, he's open, going right down the lane, baby. And a nice little Scooby-Doo, little Kyrie package right there.
Less than a minute left in the first quarter. 15-9. Ivory Coast.
Hey, man, hold on a second, man. Here, I got my screen full to see the game, but I was hearing some ruffling. You better not be printing some more stuff out. I heard something.
Bro, that's my keyboard.
Okay, just making sure.
You are so triggered right now. 13 seconds in the first quarter here. It's the tensions are high, whether you're playing in this qualifying game or you're just Vince Chang. Tensions are high. You're nervous. You're panicking. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to come. And thankfully, I said it right. Benin needs to win by 12 if they want to move on to the semis. That's all I was confirming.
Yeah, you confirmed it. There we go. And that's why your shout out to everyone. Guantanamo, Andres, Renars, Yana, Davis, Bruno. Thank you guys so much. Amazing production. And then a store of a slam hammer right there at the jam. That's how you got it down. God. Woo. That was beautiful.
From the right corner, they get the nice two and a chance to make it a three-point play. Snow. Oh, and he missed it.
Make your free throws, man. You better go to the gym, do 10 push-ups.
Takes that shot. Not able to go on that one as well. Again, a slow-paced ball game. Just 25 points between these two teams as we start things off in the second quarter. Is Kai looking to find some space, but nothing there. Throws it out to a teammate with a fadeaway, too. Beautiful looking as Benin finally responds back.
Definitely, I think is the strategy here. Keep it close until the end of the third, then start to pull away, because it's about points. You can't just win. You got to win by 12. And great crash. Night Aura pouring it down and slamming it home. 17-13. Ivory Coast up by 4.
So far, so good for Ivory Coast, but Benin is just looking for an opportunity to go ahead and make some noise and get the lead here. Can they do it in the second quarter? As Kai takes a shot, had a little bit of space, but again, can't get it to go. Almost secured an offensive rebound, but it's Ivory Coast that comes up with it. Dots it to the left. Takes a shot, open, but drops that one too.
Those open shots are like stubbing your toe on your bed. It hurts more than you think because you're not realizing how important they are. But the one thing, as I'm saying, they are getting the open shots. They are rotating the ball. They just got to knock it down. It's only a 4-point game. Ivory Coast, it's seen more confident, but focused. Look at the captain. Has not even blinked yet. Checking everything out. Lord Easy. Not making it look good, but great offensive board by Night Aura. That's his second offensive board, and, man, he's making it look easy. Dope job.
So far, so good for Ivory Coast. 3:10 left to go in the second. Kai crosses half court. His pick set on the left side. He's just dribbling. Got a defender in front of him. Almost called the cut. Boy, it is just chaos. And finally, a ref says, settle down. That's a foul. We're going to the line. Shooting 2.
That reminded me playing against the Detroit Pistons, the bad boys, because he did not get anything easy right there. You got slammed and jammed, and that's how you get tough. But, wow, that was some fouling right there.
Yeah, indeed it was, and the ref didn't like it. They went ahead and called it. That one goes 19-15.
All right, Lord Easy taking it up. Oh, getting past the defender real quick. Not that much speed there. Big fella's one-on-one. Giving it down low. Getting it to the corner. And a friendly roll. 3 points for Ivory Coast.
22-15. Ivory Coast is just starting to expand their lead. And you need quick momentum here from Benin, because you don't want to go into the second half with a double-digit deficit, because then you've got to come back and win by 12, which means you got to come back and win the second half by 22 points. at the very least. Drops it to the right side. Great steal. Got a man running down the court. Gets it to him. Gets the jam. Extends the lead to 9.
Ripping it down. And I think we got a celebrity in the chat on Twitch. I see 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐂. If it's the same 𝐂𝐂𝐄𝐂 from USA Basketball, what's going on, brother? And then giving a shout out to Ivory Coast, saying the flag around him is tough. Yup, he's having pride in his country, and hope to see you soon in North America if it's the same 𝐂𝐂𝐂 that I know.
It definitely is. As Kai, and of course Team USA looking to defend their championship as well. Kai backs it up, takes the 3, can't get it to go. 𝐂𝐇𝐄𝐂 with the offensive rebound. Snow can't get it to go either. Back-to-back opportunities to drop the 3, and they can't convert on that. Gets it over to Knight Aura. Knight Aura now. Back over to Lord Easy. Called a fake cut from the right side. Didn't like it. Wanted to take a shot from there instead. That one doesn't drop either. 3 straight threes we have seen missed from both of these countries. And that's why you get the nice cut for the easy 2.
Nice little cock back, just thunderous jam right there. I love it. I need more of it. But Lord Easy So giving it to man B. Mala. Is he going up? Unable to knock it down. Great defensive board by Benin. 17-24, and another slam right there, getting into a 5-point game. Look, they ain't out of the woods yet. India. Benin is still fighting, and they're looking to punch their ticket.
Oh, indeed they are. They go ahead and take that shot. That one's not going to drop once again, but 2 for $1. Top of the key. Can't get it to go. The misfortunes of misses continues.
Got $1, try to holla, and it is 𝐂𝐄𝐂 celebrity treatment indeed. We love you, bro. Dope time chilling with you when we were out there in Jönköping, Sweden. You definitely played your heart out. I can't wait you're going to see this year. And everyone got a target on your back. So let's see if you can defend it. Also, shout out to Gamer Sai, shouting out to the Ivory Coast, giving some support. 24-19. This is the second quarter is going to end in less than 30 seconds. And as beautiful India said, all Benin has to do is win by 12. But if the Ivory Coast wins, they'll be advancing to the semifinals, going against a really, really strong Algeria team.
Yeah, win by 12. And no biggie, especially if you're down 5. You know what I mean? Quick 17. See if they're able to go ahead and get a couple of stops here. Snow with it. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound secured. They've got someone streaking for the easy 2, but he comes back to set the pick. Now he goes down. What is he going to do? That pass to the left came way too late. Should have been a touch pass or just gone up with it. But that's going to be the way that the first half ends. It's Ivory Coast with the lead, looking comfortable. They're in the driver's seat to make it to the semifinals if they can hold on to this one.
But you got to watch out for Benin. I got somebody in the chat, Omer Gouda, giving some support. I'm loving the fans. But they have a chance. All right, let's see what's going on because it's only 5 points. Now is when you step up. Okay, you got 10 minutes left in this game to see if you're going to advance to the semifinals. Come together, use your teammates, control the pace that they've been doing, taking their time, slowly chip, and then once that fourth quarter hits, step up and start really putting down the pain.
I mean, that would be incredible to see, and we'll see if they're able to kind of do it. So far, it's a 2-point ball game. Can Ivory Coast hold on? Nice little cut. What a beautiful steal. The lane stays right in front of it, or else that would have been an easy 2. What can they do on the offensive side now that they got the steal? Kai calls a cut. Doesn't get it to him. Calls a wrap. A lot of movement happening on the court. Snow back inside. 2 defenders on him, which means somebody's got to be open at the top of the key, but you can't get a 3 in the key, so they call a timeout. A smart IQ play there. But he had someone open at the top of the key. The catch animation, just let him pass it.
A little over the head. 3.2 seconds left in the shot clock. More than enough time to get a shot off. Somebody has to get open. Nice little cut. I see the screen right there, that mid-range. Step back. Does it kiss off the glass? Oh, rolls out.
2-point ball game still. Ivory Coast looking to make it 5, and 5 they do. What a shot from the left side by Lord Easy.
Or Ivory Coast showing the most. I'm liking. But the one thing I do know is that they're getting a little nervous just something like this because Kai is able to get to the rim so easily. And that's the second time we're seeing they're just giving up the layups that they should just be going for. I mean, I understand you're trying to give it up for a better shot, but if you're open, take it, man.
They take that one from the left. That one doesn't go. They're looking to get some quick points up on the board, and they do on the transition buckets to make it a 3-point ball game. 3:27 left to go in the third.
As I said, these dunks are absolutely crazy, but a beautiful 3:30-24. This game is heating up again and again.
Look, math 101. If you're going to knock down a 2, you can't give up a 3 when you need to win by 12, and it's only 3:10 left in the third quarter of this game, too. You need some defensive stops. Let's see if they're able to put some points up beforehand. What a 3! Fades away from the right side to knock it down, to cut the deficit down to 3.
Look at the laser eye focus again. To the left is Benin's captain. To the right, Ivory Coast wearing the flag as a cape. A nice 3 behind the arc, but unable to hit his mark. 3-point game, 2:45 left in the third. This is, acrobatic, but unable to knock it down.
Not at all, but here's Ivory Coast. Let's see if they have another stop. And a beautiful cut. The defense fell asleep on the left side. Back and forth we go.
Nope, that was a circle button 2 times. That shuttle pass, that real quick, getting fancy with, getting tricky with it, but it's a faster accuracy getting to your man to get that beautiful 2. But Kai going from the right side, one-on-one with the guard, get up to Snow on 2 people. Ken keeping the big man with a good possession. Oh, but great swarm defense by Ivory Coast, rotating beautifully. But let's see if Benin is open in the corner, knocking it down, unable to, and now it's going down for the Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast with it. Quick little cut. Dots it to the left. What a pass. What a shot. And a comfortable lead so far here for Ivory Coast.
27-35. And you've seen it many times, India. Sometimes you could tell a shot's going to go down just from the beauty of the pass. And that was no question that was going to stroke it green.
Indeed. Kai stuck in the corner, has to get it out to Ken. Ken back over to the left side. Will Kai get it right back on the top of the key? Passes it back to the left. It's Ken, and it's a 3.
What? I think that was Ken's first 3. All right, step up, bruh. I'm liking it. 30-35, 5 points. About 6 minutes left in the game, but revenge is best served cold. Now expanded to 8.
They just, anytime they get a bucket, they give one right back. Whether it's Benin that gets a 2, they give up a 3. Where they score a 3, they give up a 3. Just haven't been able to gain much traction. And now dots it to the left, back over to the top of the key. Solid ball movement, but I thought he might have had a shot on the left side as it's Lord Easy. Dots it to the wide open Knight Aura, who misses.
I don't know. I'm having deja vu because 𝐂𝐄𝐂 is playing the game, but we got a 10𝐂𝐄𝐂 in the chat on Twitch. Are you on the chat and playing the game? That is multitasking. Focus on the game, man. Focus.
A disrespect as Ivory Coast gets the steal, swings it, can't get it to go. The fadeaway 2 doesn't drop as it's 𝐂𝐄𝐂. If it is, 1, not just disrespectful, but 2, aren't you down?
But he is activated with the takeover with the marksman. So I think he's trying to step up in. But he's going to be a nice little pass here. I knew it was going to happen. Whoa, that's called STM. Save that man. How did you dunk that? That was beautiful.
See if they're able to now get a defensive stop from Ivory Coast. As we're in the final seconds of the third quarter. Oh my goodness, you can't give him an open shot as it's Knight Aura that gets it to drop. To put the lead right back to 9. You can see on the look of that man's face. He's like, what do you want me to do? Who left him open? I don't know. Whose man was that?
That was Iman Shumpert when he was talking about that Kobe story in the garden. He's like looking at D'Antoni like, I don't know, man.
I don't know what you want to do.
I'm good. I stopped the first and second move. I didn't know there was a third and fourth. But, man, Ivory Coast, now I think they're putting the key in the ignition, and there's going to be a rendition. This is going to be a step up on their side. They're going to show exactly why they want to advance to semifinals. But Benin is still trying their best. It's not over. You got 4:41 left. You can definitely do it, but you got to knock down those crucial shots when they're open.
They dot him to the left side, but that ball gets tipped out of bounds. Less than a quarter left to go to decide who's going to go ahead and move on. And a reminder, if you're just tuning in, the team in red is Benin. The team in white is Ivory Coast. Game 1 was won by Ivory Coast by 11 points. It's a best-of-2 series. That means Benin, the team in red, needs to win by 12 or more, and they're currently down by 6. So they've got an 18-point run to go on as we've got 4 minutes and 16 seconds left in this ball game. Tall task, but not impossible, but it will be if Ivory Coast just continues coasting on like they are right now.
Tearing that rim down, showing some authority. What did he just go into the crowd? Yamamoto, I didn't know they had that animation that you could dive into the fans and actually interact with them. That was insane.
He's like, hey man, I'm gonna go hang out with the homies real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yep.
I don't know what he's playing. He got to make sure he knocks that down. Ken going down. Yamamoto getting a foul. Stopping the transition. 32-48, India. I mean, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, but that door is slowly creeping to close. But Benin got to step it up.
Yeah, that light at the end of the tunnel is on the way to Applebee's because it ain't looking pretty. Looks like it might be time to call it dinner.
Hey, man, I like Applebee's, bro. I like them boneless wings. I'm going to get that tonight. I'm hungry.
No comment. To the right side. I have too many things to say. Takes a shot, doesn't go. Just like you won't actually go to Applebee's. Takes another attempt. Doesn't go there either. Ken with it. Drops it. Tip pass. Doesn't go out of bounds. Saves it. Ivory Coast doesn't pull up for a three. Dishes it out. That's it. Knocks down 3. 51-32. 3 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter of game 2.
I love that Buster Rhymes. That's it. That was great. Okay, like we did. Yes. All right. I see. You got some bars.
Yeah. I grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when they look at me, they're like, yeah, nah, we don't know what you're saying. What you mean? Kai takes a shot from the left, doesn't go. Wide open is the right corner, but before he can get it to him, they get fouled. And that's a smart IQ foul there. That's going to put him at the line. Gets that one to go. 𝐂𝐄𝐂.
Okay. He heard me. He's stepping up this game. I give it to you, 10. I give it to you, Ken. I like it. I like it. I love it. But you got some more work to do. A lot of ground to cover. Whoa. Lord, getting confident with it.
That's like a, hey, we're up by 10 in the game. We're up by 20 in the series. You can't do nothing to us type of shot as they just continue to extend the lead as Ivory Coast sitting comfortably in the driver's seat with 20 points now. Kai fades away. That's a foul. Is that a shooting foul? Takes it out. Snow with it. Ken. To the left side. A little bit of a weird cut situation. Goes up with it. That, oh my goodness, he can't even finish that at the rim. Lord Easy now. Gets a shot up in the air. Oh, so close. Kadar, back over to Lord Easy. Looking for some space. Gets it to the wrong man, but he's open at the top of the key. If a defender can get it to him, and for an offensive player, he can't get it to go. Rebound secured.
Ooh, nice transition. Benin from the short corner. Oh, great shot. Oh, just doing a little animation. I know, just a little tired, breathing like, finally something going down. But again, coming back, and Ivory Coast with the redemption. Cocking it back behind the line and knocking down the 3.
Kai looking to get some points up on the board before this series is all over. That's a weird jump shot. A little bit of a hitch to it. Can't get it to go. Lord Easy now takes a shot from the right side. That one doesn't go either. Tip passes everywhere. Some of the players just don't even want to get back on the offensive end. Takes a shot, slightly contested, doesn't go. And that's a loose ball, and they get it right back. Got it to the left, cut from the left. Smile with it, getting bumped around. 10 seconds on the shot clock now for Benin. Driving inside of Snow, now at the free throw line. Goes up with it, gets the contest, not going to go, gets his own board, and he's hustling down low for the putback.
This man is balling out, but I wish the score would reflect how much effort he's putting into the game. I mean, Benin, I'm giving you all the flowers, all the credit. Thank you so much for being a part of us. 32 seconds left in the game. Definitely a tall task to ask of anybody. Unless you got instant transmission, I got to call you Goku. I don't think you could teleport enough to score enough points.
Not at all. Snow. Less than 30 seconds left in that one. That one's going to be turned over. And that's going to be a 59-38. Let's see if Benin just holds on to it or if they're going to just try to get some shots up, try to get some points up on the board. Ivory Coast says, yeah, I don't care what you're going to do. We're going to get the ball right back. Ivory Coast, and they go out of bounds.
Ivory Coast is going. Look, Ari smiling. I see you, bro. They're like, nah, bro, we gonna back down. We are never backing down. We gotta show the world we're ready to play because you got some competition happening tomorrow against some strong other African teams. But I love the show out. I love the representation. I love the patriotism. You know, I love the flags for sure. But man, oh man, Ivory Coast, congratulations. You'll be advancing.
They will be taking on Algeria tomorrow in the semifinals. Should be a fun matchup as it'll be Algeria taking on Ivory Coast. It'll be Nigeria taking on Morocco. That will be your matchup for the semifinals.
Man, oh man, still got 9.2 seconds left. We can't say nothing to the fat legs, but look at 24 rebounds, 13 points by Ken. I'm saluting to you, brother. Thank you for representing. I know I talked a little smack at you on the first game, but this next game was nice if you keep honing your skills. But as you see, Ivory Coast advancing to the semifinals. I see you, brother. Be proud. Be proud.
I like it. You synced his clap to your audio. Very, very well done. As it's Ivory Coast that advances to the semifinals, and they make it out of Group B, and they take second place. And we'll get a chance to see play tomorrow against Algeria. What a great matchup that'll be, Vince. Ivory Coast, not a great performance yesterday, but they step up to the plate today and they get the job done.
Any day can be somebody's day. That's what NBA 2K is all about. They came together. They came in with a game plan. Benin, we got to give you a salute. Thank you so much for participating. But you and Egypt are going to have to work on it to come back next season for season 4 because you know we're going to want some more and hopefully you have a chance. But as you see, Algeria versus Ivory Coast, Nigeria versus Morocco. This is interesting because I thought it would have been Nigeria-Morocco for the grand finale, but now it's going to be one of those two teams versus either Ivory Coast and Algeria. And I have to admit, if certain teams step up, there's no definite winner. But it's going to be exciting the next couple of days.
Oh, for sure. It should be a lot of fun. Again, the matchup's going to be Algeria taking on Ivory Coast, Morocco taking on Nigeria. That's going to be what we will get a chance to see tomorrow. And, you know, while we wait for a couple of things here, I mean, just give me your thoughts on Africa as a whole in terms of the region for the gameplay that we saw yesterday and also today as well.
So we know Algeria knows how to work their system, getting some good threes behind the arc. Ivory Coast, you know, they play you a little bit slow. I think it's going to be tough for them to go against any of the 3 remaining teams. Morocco, defending champs of Africa when it comes to season 2 for eFIBA. Now Nigeria, I mean, I've been talking about the big fella. And it's been insane. I think it's going to be a crazy battle between the top players from both teams. But we do got to interview, and I can't wait to interview with the winner of the Ivory Coast because.
So I mean, we talked to Ivory Coast yesterday. We got to show everybody some love. So it's Benin that's hanging out with us. What's going on, man? How you doing? How you feeling after that game?
Hello, everyone. It's with great pride that I take a floor today to represent my teammates. After our very first, this is the first participation for Benin in eFIBA. Playing for Benin is more just a game for us. It's opportunities to show what a country can accomplish and off court. So tonight was just a game, but we both promising future for Benin at the eFIBA.
No, we're so proud of you.
We continue to fight, learn, and represent our nation for honor. Thank you all, and we see soon for next challenge.
Thank you so much. You had a lot of fans on Twitch, on YouTube, representing the beautiful Africa country of Benin. I got to work with y'all when I was out in Egypt and that. So you guys play some basketball out there in real time. You have talent. Now, the one thing I want to say, though, is that how is NBA 2K increasing in your country? Because I see a lot of African countries stepping up and starting to play in the game. What do you see over there?
I see that few people playing NBA 2K in my country, and my teammate is just eight people, and we need to try more and need to have a more automation to play in team in the future. So.
All right, man. Well, look, we appreciate you for coming out. We appreciate you for balling out as well. As a great fight. I really, thank you and your teammates as well on behalf of all of us. And we look forward to seeing you guys next season as well.
See you.
Absolutely.
That's the process.
There it is.
I love it. All right, man. It's always great to see such great humbleness, such pride, such sportsmanship. Especially after you kind of walk away from the tournament. And that's beautiful, man. It's kind of, the pride that you have for playing for your country is something that is one of the best parts about this tournament as a whole.
Yep. And I jumped the gun with that. I'm so glad we got to talk to Benin. And again, what he said is crucial, though. He recognizes this is the first time we're participating on the level of this kind of competition. It's the first time that my country has a chance to show out that we have ballers, that we have NBA 2 players, and that we have the love for the game. And I think that's what the beautiful thing is about eFIBA, especially eFIBA Season 3, is that we're seeing different flags, different players, different countries have a chance to actually show the world that they exist. Not going to lie, okay? In the past 5-6 years with my, inclusion involved with FIBA, I'm learning about countries I didn't really know about, how beautiful they are, their culture, their food, what they're about, and their common love for basketball. And that love is just going to keep growing as eFIBA expands. So shout out to Benin. We're definitely going to see you again, and I can't wait to see your transformation for next year.
Absolutely. As we take a look at the bracket for the Africa region, I want to, echo what you're saying. We mentioned it so many times. 62 countries competing here. We speak one language, and that is one of competing at the highest level here in the NBA 2K. 2 groups to break it down. Group A, Group B, top 2 teams advance. So out of Group A, which is confirmed now, it's Algeria and Nigeria that make it out, and it's Morocco and Ivory Coast that go ahead and make it out. It'll be out tomorrow when we come back. It'll be Algeria taking on Ivory Coast. It'll be Morocco that'll take on Nigeria, and that'll be the matchup. That'll be the semifinals. And then, of course, we'll go ahead and have the grand finals after that as well. Should be a great, great day tomorrow, so make sure you join us. And look, we do this for y'all at home in the fans and watching, so make sure you let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what flags you're representing, what you've got going on. We would love for you to do so with hashtag eFIBAS3. Vince, any final thoughts before we hop off?
Tomorrow's going to be a banger. Shout out to my fellow commentators, my man India. Renars will be back on the mic. I won't be back until next week, in which we're going to be talking about Europe. We still got North America. We still got South America. Plenty more NBA 2K to watch. And, of course, they're punching their ticket to go to the eFIBA World Finals in the Philippines with the chance to get that bag of $50,000 prize pool. I don't know who's going to take it, but I know I'm not going nowhere, and I'm going to stay tuned and make sure I show support for this amazing season.
Amen to that. We will see you all tomorrow. And, of course, on behalf of myself, Vince, and all the men and women behind the scenes that make this show possible, we thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
If you run, then I'm chasing. Girl, you number one, I know that you know you're amazing. Okay, I swear you got me high and I ain't talking about no drugs. So all I need is you, I swear your love is like my plug. Hey, baby, I might come and steal your heart, I'll make a crime scene. Designer on your tight jeans, some diamonds for your timepiece, yeah. You know you got me going crazy, baby. I just need to know that you will stay, please, yeah. It's 2 a.m. outside when